got a box. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your help, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over. You don't got me in your best interest, and screaming out your eyes. Princess cut deuces leaning out the ride. Look at your soundtrack, whole material I supplied. Jeopardize my kids' meal, send them all on a doctor ride. We represent the minority, let's monopolize more than a million tears drop. Dealt with too many chopper rides. Everybody for self, nobody chopping pies. Conniving niggas lay down in the box of lies, ignorant and fucked up. Why would you want the old banks? That nigga there's a closed case. 20 years of my cold tapes, bubbly chairs and gold plates. Brought the ugly stairs and nose breaks, room full of snakes, finally no space. Fake nigga with a fake page, I'm on a ghost chase. God bless the child that hold his own and keep his folks straight. Grimy in the cold state, that's how it gotta be. Dominating finally, I'ma make you proud of me. Yeah, safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your help, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over. You're all the way gone, incapable of change, why try? Too busy stuck in the matrix, you die without Wi-Fi. Just mind your business, witness turn a blind eye. Shit, who we packing, kiss you burning, bye-bye. Your bridge is burning, not mine. I lost my partner in the crime. Wish I can go get you, kick it with you one last time. Snap a dope picture, shit don't make no sense. Hoping I crack the code quicker. My face a jewel, don't let the platinum and gold trick you. The only role models on our side's the Falcon. They teach you all about crime. Lucky if he get out fine. Most of my friends were outlined or outlaws. Why would we care about yours? The one was a joy, rip up your house floors. The victim line of vouch for us. We on the strip with rocks and Glocks tours. Run from the force, know what they got for us. We all with it, hope you fit it, don't get knocked off. Moment of silence for the while as you feel a block pause. Yeah, safe to say I don't know you, but now I'ma never know you. Fuck your help, it's just another obstacle I'm stepping over. Every time I turn around, it's something I ain't never sober. Ain't no coming back, you take it there, once you're dead it's over.
What's going on? What's good? Salute to the family on this good Monday. We back to get boxing is just due. I hope everybody feeling good, man. Y'all already know if you catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, man, and come rock out with the fam. What's good with y'all? How y'all feeling? We back again, new week, new boxing build, man. We're gonna talk about it. It's a lot of noise going on after this weekend's fights happen. You know, a lot of you serious, man? My bad, y'all. I was on mute for a second. I had a phone call real quick. My bad, pardon me. But, man, how y'all feeling, man, on this good Monday, man? Let me say what's up to the folks that's here. Bare Knuckle Boxing Talk, hashtag JBT Just Boxing Talk. What's good, bro? What's good with it? Ashley's Corner, what's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Good to see you in the building. Mike Kirkland, my bro, good to see you as always, man. He said, we got time today. You know it. We got a bunch of time. Fate, my bro, was good with it. Kyle Sports is in the building. Hashtag JBT. Just Boxing Talk. Haney said, Tank Dirty. You know now. You know. I let him make it, y'all. I let him make it. I let him make it. You know what I mean? Dante Hall Boxing Talk. My bro was good with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they nice, Dante. They nice. I like what they doing. I like Keyshawn brothers, man. I like the Davis brothers, man. You real Tank a prize fighter. He had the money legacy with boxing. Haney doing boxing legacy because he's not a prize fighter yet. Let's talk about it, Fate. Let's talk about it, man. That's why I say it's different paths for different fighters. But nowadays, you know, the fans, for me, let me just speak on me. I don't even want to speak on nobody else. For me, I respect each fighter's path because everybody his path is traveled differently. You get what I'm saying? Oh, then what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Haney needs to stop, man. He knows that Haney can't make the weight. He's just going to pull a Ryan Garcia on Haney, and Devin already said he's not doing any catch weight. Look, bro, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. It's always a conversation, man, but I'm going to just hit on this for a second, Alden, and tell me if this makes sense to you. The only reason, the reason that Ryan Garcia got a catch weight is because he was too lazy to make 135 pounds like Rolly did. Now, let me point something out to you, Alden. Let me point something out to you. Look how big Rolly is, right? Look how big Rolly get. Rolly was claimed he was drained, and it was no catch weight put on him. You get what I'm saying? Making that weight class, and he still made it. They say he was 165 pounds on fight night. So just think about that. You telling me Ryan couldn't have sacrificed one more pound to be able to rehydrate to whatever he want? You get what I'm saying? If he really wanted to fight Tank the way he said he did, why didn't he fight him at 135 where Tank Davis is at? Get what I'm saying? Then they'll say, well, he outgrew the weight class. That sounds like a Ryan Garcia problem, not a Tank problem, because you said you wanted Tank for all these years, right? So why didn't your simple ass take your, you know what I mean, your undisciplined ass to 135 where you belong and then rehydrate it to whatever you wanted? You get what I'm saying? Well, why didn't you do that? That's my only thing with Ryan. Peace and blessings to the Queen Aisha. How you feeling? Queen, good to see you in the building and always coming through, supporting the grind. Much love and appreciation in the Cash App, Queen. Salute to you, always supporting.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Reggie, what's good? What it do, family? Glad with Bill Haney going live and just flat out lie about offering Matias to fight the next day. We gonna talk about all of it. Opulent LDTV. Blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building, man. We like Haney have his moment. Yeah, man. You got to get that man his moment. He took that fight. He beat the hell out of Regis. Rolly can make weight, then there's no excuse. That's what I'm saying, Fate. That's the only thing I'm saying. So again, a lot of times we blame Tank, but let's really assess the situation. I'm not mad. I'm not giving nobody no benefit of the doubt. When you loud and proud for years about wanting to fight a guy, and then when it's time to fight him, you too lazy to make the weight class where you know he at. You too lazy to make 135 where you know he at. But we at home supposed to believe, yeah, he really want to fight. You get what I'm saying? You don't really want it. You wanted the bag that came with Tank because you knew goddamn well you couldn't beat him. You knew you couldn't beat him. You took Jean Jacket Joe in the ring, and you knew you was disarmed from the rip. You get what I'm saying? Whether you had a world-renowned trainer or not, you would have got your ass beat by Tank regardless. Flawless mentality. Salute to the OG. How you feeling, Dr. Mark? Good to see you in the building. Yeah, Rolly bigger than most of them. You get what I'm saying? Just Boxing Talk is entertaining. Need to wake up. Needs to wake up. You at 35, the only top fight there is Shakur Steven. Nobody wants to see Tank, KOB class fighters and anymore. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, the fights just got to line up. We know what fights we want, but we got to ask ourselves, do these fights really present themselves more as much as we want them? You get what I'm saying? Cash, crypto, what it do, family? How you feeling? Even Rolly was drained. That man looked in good shape. He looked a little fast, right? I'm telling you, he can make 136. He could have dropped one more pound. That's my thought on it. I know that one more pound, I'm not going to say that one more pound ain't nothing, but my belief is, had you been disciplined enough, you get what I'm saying? You never heard Ryan Garcia, as much money as they say he make outside of the sport, you never heard this dude say anything about a goddamn nutritionist. So again, did he really want to fight Tank, or did he want the money that came with it, the attention that came with it, the event that came with it? Come on, man. These dudes, man, I'm sick of it. I'm calling it out straight across the board. All that Tank slander, man, y'all dudes not even serious. Y'all not putting yourselves in position to want to fight that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. All I do is hear people complain about what he do. But I'm here to talk. We're going to talk about it all, man. Big Dog Willie in the super chat, my bro. Good to see you in the building, man. Putting the color in the chat. So Matias is Doug and Devin now. Crazy. Yeah, nah, that's bogus. I seen videos about it already. Big Dog.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well.
Oh,
I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, listen. I seen videos about it already. Yeah, damn, yo, y'all people don't waste no time. Y'all better not start this stuff again. Don't start that duck talk. So he just got there. Ain't nobody. He just had a fight. It's impossible to duck somebody that just had a fight, man. Y'all crazy. That shit's crazy, man. John, what's good with it, bro? They've never witnessed a man walking on water. You stupid, yo. Bowleg, what's good with it? Sounds like he need a week. You get what I'm saying? What's good with it, Joe? Matias say he need a week. Now, what that sound like? I don't know, but we just gonna be realistic. I don't know what y'all referring to him in terms of him saying he need a week for what? I can't go for Tank. Has to move to 140, but if Haney go to 147, why would it be wrong to want to fight Boots? Nothing be wrong with it. I mean, if you there with Boots at, then you got to fight him. Quincy was good with it. Gertz was good, my bro. Tay D, what's going on? Matias is a new name added to the duck list. Yeah, they did it. They successfully did it. See, man, look, see, y'all. I keep telling y'all, one way to like, who in here said one single thing that was hate about Devin Haney? What? Who? Nobody in here has nothing to hate on. But what we not gonna do is allow people to call fighters ducks that ain't ducking. We not doing that. That's weird. There's no Devin Haney hate coming from this platform. I want to be very clear, because if I continue to hear that, it's gonna be so real. I really won't even talk about them no more. People keep doing that, typing people hating when there's nobody hating. Like, I won't even talk about them because it ain't even that deep for me. Kind of local sports, my bro. What's good with all anyone has to do is call me. I will give you the truth on Matias situation. But hey, man, talk to him, man. That I listened to you cook in silence, man. I seen you do your thing over there. Matias say he need time to heal his hand. Absolutely, no one hates Devin. That's what I'm saying. Nobody. I want to be clear to everybody that's listening. Nobody hates this man. We support him. Why we support him? Because he is doing what he's supposed to be doing. If you hate him for doing what he's supposed to be doing, then I don't know what to tell you. But for me, I support him. I rock with him. But I don't support the narratives that surround his career. Like, I'm a different dude. I'm not with them narratives, yo. They already making videos talking about Matias is ducking. That should piss. If you're a true Devin Haney fan, that should make you mad right now because it's bullshit. You get what I'm saying? It's the conversation should be, you know what? I think Dev is willing to fight Matias, and we know Matias is willing to fight. Let's see what happened when his hand healed up. You get what I'm saying? That should be the conversation. It shouldn't be about who ducked, but already, because people love narratives, that's the one that they're pushing already. Ain't nobody ducking the man. Both of them dudes just fought. Matias just stopped somebody. You get what I'm saying? You get what you know he got a hand injury. Devin went out there and whooped all kind of ass for 12 rounds. Got a knockdown and hurt his guy multiple times and everything. They just fought. Nobody's ducking nobody. You get what I'm saying? I heard a $4 million demand. I know that's bullshit. You know why I know it's bullshit? Because Matias made a post on his Instagram about it, man. Marquis, what's good with it, bro? Good to see you in the building. Good to see you. Roger, what's good? He said, I hate Haney. Speak for yourself, man. Matias not ducking, but when they fight Dad, they're going to beat his ass. I want to see it. Show me. Much respect to Haney on a masterclass win over Regis, but let's be honest, of course, Stevenson would have did the same thing. He would have stopped Regis. If he hurt some, Haney did what he did. He did what he's supposed to do. He absolutely beat the hell out of him, bro. I was impressed with the way he beat Regis. I was. Believe me, Tiz would duck anybody. Me neither. Yeah, we not doing that. We not putting no narratives. We don't push them, bro. Mr. Plus 300, what's good? Bill's a genius. You know, he ain't talked to them peoples. Bill did exactly what he wanted to do to keep Devin's name in the news cycle. They said they was going to 140, but you sent Matias an offer said they're going to 47, but send Matias an offer 2 days later. Right. Right. I just ain't running with no narratives. That's all. Felix Nunez, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Bill is redundant. Bullshit is Bill shit is redundant. That's a new, we call it Bill shit. The most hated. Nah, but see, this is the thing. The problem that you're gonna run into, Quincy, he's not one of the most hated in the game. What you know what the problem is? See, when you first said hate in the chat, nobody said nothing that you could deem hate, not one hateful comment, because there's nothing to hate on. What we just don't like narratives. So we appreciate the performance, we appreciate the career, Devin Haney, the accolades, the accomplishments. We love it. You get what I'm saying? I appreciated the way he handled his business Saturday night, but we get called haters for not pushing the narratives along with the rest of the people that's drunk, that's obviously sleep. You get what I'm saying? Now, Regis, a flat-footed man, they should have said a lot on why Haney was so confident. You seen he was working on that football. Yeah, man, football footwork workouts, man, I'm telling you, because he could move quicker. I told you he was going to utilize them legs, man. I told you he was going to box his, but he didn't overuse them. He didn't like run from him. He just beat him up and outboxed him. Darren, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, Haney is our guy. We rock with real fighters, bro. He's a real fighter, so I rock with him. Shakur, not so much. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna keep talking. We're gonna keep it cooking. Angel Diaz, what's good, bro? How you feeling? I was hating, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I be talking about, TD. It don't be a single hate comment, and they'll be like, they're hating on him. Where at? No hate. But what we not gonna do is do Matias like that. Why? Because he's a real fighter. Y'all don't get tired of people putting the wrong jackets on the real fighters. Matias, literally, like, I'm not bragging about it. We know his situation. You know the unfortunate situation that happened with him and Dadashev. RIP to him. We know this, right? Do that look like somebody that's trying to duck anybody? Yo, bro, out here fighting with hand injuries, bro, and y'all telling me that's the guy that's trying to duck somebody? He is the smoke. Yo, Matias is smoke at 140. How you gonna be ducking smoke when he is the smoke? That's all I'm saying. Any narrative that he demanded $4 million, just show me where he did that at. Now shut up and stop speaking about it. My only resistance to anything going on right now is this new Matias duck thing. I don't like it. It's bogus. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's big up boxing by not putting jackets on the wrong fighters, bro. Nobody is ducking when he just had a fight. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, what you trying to fight tomorrow? Like, what you trying to fight next week? Like, hey, what you talking about? Man, he didn't duck. He's just taking a long thought. Nah, he ain't taking a long thought. The only thing he doing is healing them hands from punching on people, I'm pretty sure. That's what punching on people, bro. I'm trying to tell you something. I almost guarantee motherfuckers hate Haney fans more than they hate Haney. Facts, bro. Facts. I will. Tay D, I'm gonna do a poll. Tay D. I'm gonna do a poll. That is a fact. People don't like it, his fans more than they dislike him. It's the fans, because they believe everything and they push narratives like immediately. So y'all telling me ain't nobody see a Matias duck Devin Haney video? So I'm the only one that see this stuff. They ain't waste no time. They jump right to it, bro. They ain't waste no time. They like, yeah, Matias here. He don't want to fight. Yo, look, check him out, yo. Yo, check bruh out. Yo, look at his strut. Look at Matias' strut. Look at the thumbnail, bro. Salute to my bro Zoom verse. Peace and blessing to my guy, man. How you feeling, bro? He said he got straightened out this morning. They said the Panda fighter fights this weekend. They're gonna talk. That's what I like to hear, John. That's what I like to hear. That's real. That's real right there. That's real. Oh, damn. He said PD use? Nah, Devin a clean fighter. I would never put no jacket like that on him, bro. And again, you gotta have some real evidence to come in here and really put that on a guy that's 31-0, 2-division champ now, former undisputed, and you will say he took PEDs. I can't do that to no fighter, bro. I can't do that to no fighter. I can't do that. Miss Joette, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling today? I just can't do that. And that's, see, Quincy, that's what the hate is, bro. See, if you put hate now after a comment where dude just said he take PEDs, then I would get you. But up until then, there's no type of hate. We don't hate this dude. For Ergoshev, 23-0, 20 KOs with a bad right hand. This man didn't duck. And he ain't ducking no smoke. He is the smoke, respectfully. Yo, Matias is the guy. He's the guy that can make meaningful fights at 140, and I don't think it's a single solitary soul at 140 that he'll duck. Nothing about Matias, his energy, or how he moves says duck at all. That's smoke. When I look over at Matias, dude in there trying to beat your ass, man. You get what I'm saying? He in there trying to really punch through you, bro, and he disrespectful about it, yo. And he don't waste a lot of time. He don't waste a lot of time in there playing with you either. You know what I'm saying? Biz King said, man, Tank getting old and out of jail. Oh, man, damn. In and out of jail is wild. He getting old. If 29 years old, 29, I think Tank is 29. If 29 is old, damn, I'm old as hell at 37, bro. I'm old as hell. You get what I'm saying? I'm old as hell. So look, let me stop right there. You said, man, Tank getting old, in and out of jail, and being inactive in his prime. That's what you're saying. Why Haney fought killers and beat them all at a young age. So let me. You kind of shot yourself in the foot, Biz. You shot yourself in the foot. You know why? Because you said he's getting old, right? So at 29 years old, he's getting old. So how old was Linares? How old was Loma? And how old is Regis? Because if Tank is old at 29, and you say he's fighting killers, yeah, he's young. He's young at 25 years old. But those killers that you said he's fighting, by your own admission, saying Tank is getting old, those guys are older, considerably older, right? So again, are they killers or are they old? Which one? Are they old killers? Because two things could be true. See what I'm saying? That's how I know people they don't like the guy. They just don't like him. Get what I'm saying? They don't like him, man. They're saying they did with Crawford. It all depends, though. H, who you didn't hear it over here, right? So you can't bring PED conversations into a chat that you never heard. You never heard JusDueBoxing speak. Crawford was on steroids. You would never hear me speak it because it's garbage. It's a garbage narrative, just like it is for Haney. Haney ain't on no damn steroids. That was all. It was a natural ass whooping he produced Saturday night. That was about as clean as you could get. You know what I mean? It's the same reach as Devin. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a fight, bro. Yeah, PEDs is wild. 1911, Devin is 50-0. Remember, he's only 25 years old. Haney, future GOAT. Listen, sky's the limit for him, Biz. Sky's the limit for him. 25 years old, 31-0, 2 division champion. Sky is the limit. He go as far as he want to go, right? So we'll see. That's Bud Hate rolling right over to Dev, if anything. I'm telling you. Bole, my guy, man. Salute to you. Regis is washed up. I wouldn't say Regis is washed up. I don't want to say that, because then it almost seems as if I'm discrediting Dev's win. So I'll say this. He just lost to a better fighter. The style that Devin Haney has possessed, the style that he fights with, is always going to give a guy like Regis Prograis trouble. Always. So whether it was 34, I think Regis is 34. Whether it's 34-year-old Regis in there or 24-year-old Regis in there, he was going to lose to Devin Haney, in my opinion. Regardless of what, the feet was always the problem, and it was going to always be the problem. You get what I'm saying? Salute to my guy, Fate. What I said, bro. My part, me. Tim Layton, my bro. What's good? Greetings, just do. How about them boys? How about them Cowboys, man? Don, my bro, Cal Coolett in the building, man. How y'all bros feeling? Part twice. What's good with it, man? Good to see y'all, man. Tank old. The last 6 fighters Devin fought have been older than Tank. That's the only point I was trying to make, Kaz. I wasn't taking no credit from Devin. I'm just saying, by dude's own admission, if Tank is getting old and he's 29, then what are these guys that's 34, 37, 35-ish? Like, what are those guys? You get what I'm saying? They just killers. Never mind their age, because they killers. Now they old. And boxing is a young man's sport. And the older you get, the harder it get. You get what I'm saying? So that I'm just making a point. That's it. Having a technician, sharp puncher at 140. Really got sneaky right hand now. Nah, man. Listen, he looked healthier. He looked disciplined as ever, man. He fought a smart fight. Some could argue he fought a perfect fight, in my opinion. He made very, very little mistakes, if at any at all. Like, dude was just in his bag. And it's simple for me. The areas where Regis struggled, those are the areas where Devin Haney excelled. I was saying this all week. So he went out there and he stripped him, and he fought him just like it. You get what I'm saying? He showed him, look, I'm better than you. And almost in every area, and that's just what it was, bro. Devin was losing at best. When we said Regis was dangerous. True indeed, TD. True indeed. They got heat seekers at 140. I think he a bit stronger, bro. I think he a bit stronger at 140. And I think if you limited and you got like bad feet and you don't see the punches coming, I do think he can catch you and sting you and tear you up a bit. That don't mean he's about to produce a bunch of knockouts. But again, y'all, he don't have to. I've been saying this for the longest. He don't have to be that guy. If y'all can't be, if y'all couldn't enjoy that performance right there just because he ain't knock him out, then you just clearly don't like the way he fights. But minus the knockout, I still enjoyed the hell out of the fight. Like he handled business accordingly, bro. Not Devin, yeah, hell yeah. Nip part twice. I wouldn't even dare compare the two. I don't even think Dev would compare himself to Ali. Hendog was good with it. $1 million Wilder was giving these guys. Nothing wrong with $4 million, Hendog. The problem is he just didn't demand that. They trying to say he demanded $4 million for a fight. Almost to say like he's pricing himself out, but that's not the case. All things, what's good, family? How you feeling? He said mixtape Dave. Daryl McKinney, what's good? Daryl Lamarcus, my guy, what's good with it, family? How y'all feeling? Jay Grant Jr. in the building, man. D for the win. What's good, family? Tank been inactive for too long. You tripping. I don't know what Tank Davis you watching, Biz. He gave us back-to-back fights. You get what I'm saying? The two he gave us the Garcias in close proximity. That's very active. He's not as inactive as people might want to make you believe. Just pay attention, bro. His Tank ain't inactive, bro. And he ain't lost a step in the ring. Could you tell? That man ain't lost a step. You dig what I'm saying? So he all right, bro. He definitely ain't inactive, man. Southwest Dice was good with it. Devin different at 140. I say he fresher at 140. He look like he right where he belong. If you ask me, bro, he look like he right where he belong in a sense. I mean, like you have power when you're against a flat-footed fighter. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, to be perfectly honest with y'all, if we keeping the same energy, Regis got the same, he got a similar style of fighting as the same guys Tank be fighting. Am I right? Don't Tank get killed all the time for fighting guys that's flat foot with bad feet? Don't they say all you do is fight flat foot Mexicans and this and that? Flat footed Hispanic fighters. You see how people don't keep the same energy? Bill said earlier didn't know who that wasn't Matias people. Okay, they called the correct people, so he said give him a week. Yeah. And he said something about a week is a long time or something like that. Yeah, he been in the ring twice this year. Yeah, that's crazy. The being inactive, calling a dude an actor that fought twice in a year is wild. What we talk about taking out Devin win. Yeah, you already know how I go. You know how I go, Cuzzo. You're not the ones getting punched in the face for sure that. You know it. Pound for pound boxing talk. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? What's good with you? Said the name he mentioned isn't even Matias' manager. Nope, it's not. Matter of fact, for y'all that's in here, let me play this for y'all. Let me play this little. This is something Matias posted on his IG. Matter of fact, I think I got it in here. Ooh, let me see. Let me find it. This is a video that Matias posted on his IG.
Nothing right now. No. Well, I think everyone was talking about this guy named Matias.
Yeah, SUBRIEL Matias. They look at him as like the boogeyman at 140 pounds.
How much boogie he got in him, man?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, I gave Peter Kahn a call about it, and you know, he didn't sound too much boogeyman to me at $4 million. You know, I called him. I said, Devin says, you know, let's talk. You know, I think he was minus for me to call this morning. So when he said the kid wanted $4 million, I waited about 30 more minutes and called him back, and he says, no, really. The kid wants $4 million. I said, well, the kid only made a couple $100,000 then. So we didn't make $4 million to go to Australia. We made 2.8. Peter Kahn knows that. We didn't make $4 million to go back as undisputed to for $4 million. So, you know, I think I just think that was a way of not making the deal happen. You know what I mean? And I told him, I said, well, Peter,
could be negotiating, you know, like, hey, we'll put out 4, maybe we can come in the middle at like 2.5.
I went back and he said 4 again. So, you know what I mean? I think they've been talking a lot of shit, You know what I'm saying? I've only seen him fight one time, and you know, I gave him the respect that they deserve, and based on him being a champion at 140. So I never said anything about him. You know what I mean? But I knew people were talking. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that might be something, and you know, so I reached out to my good buddy and Peter Khan. He was the manager of George Kambosos, so we were able to negotiate that. But Peter didn't put $4 million on the table for Devin. Yeah, it was far less than that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just consider that to be ridiculous, and it was one way to just to tell me stop calling him.
Well, one guy that it seems via the tweets that
got $1 million smile full of Bill shout out. But look, let me try to make sense out of this and just be fair to the situation. To Bill's credit, right? In his mind, he was speaking to the manager of SUBRIEL Matias. In his mind, right, based off what the conversation that he had with Peter Khan, where that $4 million stuff came from, that's bogus. But yeah, like you saying, yeah, you mess around and get sued playing around. So like you said, Bill did correct it, and they closer on the same page now. So I just wanted to clear that up for boxing, because I'm already seeing the videos and people saying that Matias is not a boogeyman. I guess he ducking too. And I'm like, that's not the case, bro. You can't put that on that man. That man ain't ducking, man. He ain't ducking no smoke. Mess around and he the type to apply pressure right now. To be fair, they ain't saying they made 7-8 million versus Regis. 4 million is half of what Devin is getting. Yeah. And that, you know, they already released them purses. They ain't getting no 8 million for that fight. I hope they ain't pushing that. And Kello, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Devin really made millions. Then how much? It's 4 million. Shakur was offered 8 million, right? And you know that's a lie, because the athletic commission released the purses, man. They released the purses, and nobody got $8 million at all. Not even close to it. Nobody. I don't know why they be pushing that type of stuff, but it's weird. It's very weird. But look, man, again, credit to Bill. Like he said, he was just, and he felt like he was talking to, you know, the representation for Matias. And it turned out that, you know, Peter Khan, man, maybe you got to watch out for that last name, Khan, man. I don't know. Yeah, he injured frequent. He injured. You're right. 100% you're right. He is injured. And again, that's how you know he ain't ducking no smoke. This is part of the reason too why him and Teofimo didn't get nowhere, because Teo was supposed to have offered Matias something too, but you can't offer a man something when he hurt. You get what I'm saying? Revisit that when he healthy, and then I'll believe you really want to fight him. Salute to my brother Mike Kirkland, man, in that super chat, man. He said it's hard for me to like Bill. Don't dislike Teo Senior this bad. Oh man. I feel you, bro. Appreciate you as always.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to my bro Mike. Do you see them purses? Yeah, I seen the purses, Roger. I seen them guaranteed. I think like 4 for Dev, and I think like 3 or something like that for Regis. And I think they said they both got 1.5 million guarantees. I got it in my messages somewhere. I could go pull it up. Facts, Kello. Ricky Williams, my bro, what's good with it? 2 days after the fight, everyone knows everything about who's next, who's not, what's not next. Face of boxing, stingy. Yeah, man. They both got guaranteed a 1.5, they said, or something like that. And, you know, Haney obviously got more. Rick Thames was good with it. He said my Floyd voice. Bill's a hell of a liar. Dad just don't get money from the purse. Of course not, man. It's a pay-per-view event. Of course not. Mr. Davis was good with it. Said it's insane how quick people ran with it. Boxing prowess. But I love his boxing prowess too, bro. But despite his team and his fans' deception and flat out lies, disparaging other fighters just to make them look better. That's the only problem I have for the people that push those type of narratives, Mr. Davis. I don't like it. Get what I'm saying? That's what I be speaking to a lot of times. You know what I mean? Just the narrative. D-Free was good with it. the chop shop in the building said, Bill, we can't. Yeah, he's doing his job. But look, I just wanted to be clear, and to his credit, y'all, to his credit, in this particular case, CD was good with it, bro. How you feeling? Hardcore Boxing News, hashtag JBT. What's good, Jay? Good to see you. How you feeling, bro? The lies is what people are calling lies is because Matias ain't demanding $4 million, right? But again, I'm not gonna necessarily call it lies. I'm gonna call it miscommunication, and I'm gonna say, you know, you had a guy in Peter Khan speaking on Matias, I guess out of turn. You get what I'm saying? He don't represent him, so you can't speak on him. And in that post I just played, you know, Matias did drop his real, you know, his contact information, you know what I mean? So like I said, I think they more so on the same page now. So I just wanted to clear it up. I don't feel like nobody is ducking nobody, man. I think it's too early for that type of talk. I think you just had two guys go in there and win impressive fights. You know what I mean? Matias went out there and stopped Ergashev in impressive fashion. You get what I'm saying? And Dev went out there and beat Regis handily every single round, dropped him in the third. You get what I'm saying? It's too fresh. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody know what's next, but I will say this. So he taking a break. Yeah, he definitely said that. Lons was good with it, bro. So he thought he did. Got in contact with the right people. Yeah, I got you, Joe. We on the same page, bro. We on the same page. But again, I just think the people that was pushing that Matias is ducking is tripping. You know what I mean? I think it's way too premature. It's way too early for that. And you ain't never seen a dude duck nobody is all I'm saying. So don't push the narrative. That's all. Regis, yeah, Kello, Regis, man, Regis. I'm forever remember this back and forth between them two. That was fun. They gonna call the U.S. Army receiver. You can fight 10 next. Rick, you a fool. Y'all punch that like button. Punch that like button. Sub to the channel if you haven't, man. We gonna keep on rolling, man. We gonna keep on rolling. So look, you say I wonder who Tank gonna fight next. So look, man, brings me to my next thing, because y'all already talking about it. So you wonder who Tank gonna fight next. Well, you know, I do know his name was brought up after the fight, and you know, Dev said what he had to say about it. I'm gonna play that quick clip, and then I'm gonna play the one that Bill got, what Bill said, what he said, and then we're gonna go from there. Now we don't know who Tank fighting. I keep hearing a list of different names, but none of it is obviously concrete, right? Until we really get some actual confirmation. I think it's just been a lot of speculation as to who he's gonna fight. I can't say I know. I don't know. I mean, I keep hearing Pitbull, then I keep hearing it's not Pitbull. You know what I mean? I heard the winner of Rayo and Valenzuela. I don't know how that's going to happen because they fighting in February, and I heard Tank coming back in March. So I think it's just a lot of speculation right now, but I'm going to play this clip from Devin Haney because he spoke on Tank after his fight.
Tank don't want to fight because if he really wanted to fight, then he would be trying to build up the fight instead of trying to knock it down or try to say, oh, I'm only selling because of this or because of that. If he really wanted to fight me, he would be making it that it's a big fight and it's the best fight for boxing. But he only talk down on the fight. But like I said many times, they say everything but let's fight.
Nobody.
Okay, and then that was what he had to say. And Bill had a little clip, and he had something to say.
No one want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank. Where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free, and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because they was talking 5%, and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight. We don't got no fight. So what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm gonna keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
Well, look, like I said before, I can't predict who Tank gonna fight next. But I know his name is being said an awful lot I know what his son just said. I know he said, you know, Tank don't want to fight because if he did, he'll be trying to big up the fight instead of putting the fight down. And, you know, that's the biggest fight in boxing. And that's coming from Devin Haney, now, who just went out there and won in spectacular fashion, right? But then you got his pops saying they free, they're available, they don't got no fight. You're gonna keep saying his name, Tank, 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 Tank. Somebody punch me in my mouth because I'm gonna keep saying his name. I'm gonna keep saying Tank don't want to fight Devin Haney. No problem. No problem. No problem, man. No problem at all. I hear Bill loud and clear. I hear the young Dev Haney loud and clear. But you know, my only question to y'all family, my only question to the people, to everybody. I hear them, right? They say Tank don't want to fight, right? But my only question, do y'all want to fight Tank? Because I hear you say Tank don't want to fight. I hear you saying Tank, 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 Tank. You're going to keep saying his name. I hear all of that. But what I'm not hearing, and I'm just tell me if I'm all base, I'm not hearing y'all saying that y'all want to fight him either. So, I mean, how are we going to get that fight? That's my question. And again, Tank ain't the one saying people names after his fights. They saying his. So, I mean, and then his pops doubled down and he like, look, we ain't got no fight. Look, I'm going to play it again. Y'all smash the like button. I'm just trying to get some understanding because everybody like, who Tank fighting next? I don't know. But I do know his pops, Bill, said, look, he ain't going to stop saying Tank name, bro. He said Tank.
No one want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, Tank, Tank. Where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free, and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because you know they was talking 5%, and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight. We don't got no fight. So what's gonna happen? Tank, 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 Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm going to keep on saying Tank, Tank, Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
I got you, Tim. You got IG, Tim? Build a photo profit. Yeah, so look, I just play that just to, you know, I hear him like he's saying they're available. It sound like you halfway inviting that smoke. Like, do I just want to know what fight do they want though? You get what I'm saying? Because your son seems to think that that's the biggest fight in boxing, and you know, I would love to see the fight, but you know, it's one major roadblock in between all this. Respectfully, you got one guy at 40 and another guy at 35. So I really don't know how you get the fight, but I mean, if I'm just saying this, you say, I hear them when they say Tank don't want to fight, right? I hear it. But if y'all talking already about moving to 47, which would be even further away from where Tank is at, does that necessarily say that you want to fight too? You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand it. Like, I don't know. I just know for a fight to happen, it's going to have to take two, right? Both of them going to have to want it, right? So he sent me something. I got you. I'm going to check it. Bill should have been a politician. To be fair, Tank jumped out the window with Haney was talking about Shakur. Tank said that. But I'm giving you. Okay. Let's see.
You know, in terms of Tank's stance partners, you know, you don't have to down the other fighter to validate what you are and what you bring to the table. Tank and his team have consistently lied to the people. They created this narrative that because you make money or because you charge the people some astronomical money for a fight, that you know that the guy's going to lose because obviously the what is it when the betting line doesn't even reflect as much money as that the guy is charging. So talk the message to all the fans: stop letting Tank and his team piss on your head and tell you it's rain with these,
Samuel,
with these fights, these insignificant fights. You know what I mean? The saying is for the culture. Devin represents the culture and represents boxing and what boxing should be and what boxing did, Devin. You know, and
that was Bill. That was something he said after the fight. And again, I want to be clear, like, this is always a conversation, man. Y'all free to chime in and let me. This is the whole point of this conversation. I'm not swayed in any one guy's favor. I'm just asking questions and trying to get some understanding, because again, you mentioning a guy's name that often, that frequently, Samuel was good with it. In fact, I did hear that, Kyle Cooley. I did hear Sandor Martin is actually next. I did hear this. I did hear that the winner of that fight, whether it would have been Regis, I heard he would have had to fight him too. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Found a clip I made in a short play on here real quick. You can't bet him saying fighting words. I got you. I got you, Tim. He said Tank fake hit list. I don't know. I just don't know who he gonna fight next, man. Like I hear a bunch of names, but we just gotta wait and see. WBC, Mando, Sandor, and that's who I hear is next. I did hear that, Cuzzo. So if it happens, just don't nobody be surprised. You know, Haney wants Tank. He said it loud and clear. Now I want to hear Tank Davis on him say, "Want to move up to 140." Tank ain't gonna do it. Catchweight Tank will definitely do that. I don't know, man. Alden for me is tough, bro, because on one end it's like you telling a guy, right? You're telling me, you know, Haney wants to fight this guy, right? But in order for that fight to happen, Tank has to move to 140 because he had a fight there. He got to move to his division, but the guy wants to fight him. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to make that sound as clear as I could. William Old School, my brother, what's good with it? How you feeling? Don't forget the rehydration call. That I'm trying to tell you, like my only thing with that is you don't. The rehydration clauses only exist when you're fighting outside of 135. It's like when guys fighting them at 135, they don't have to worry about rehydration clauses, right? But I think, like, again, I seen a video from my good brother KO, and he made a lot of sense, man. Salute to KO, man. He made a lot of sense. He said, he said something along the lines of, in order for this fight to happen, they're gonna have to meet in the middle some type of way, right? So I hear y'all saying you gotta just go to 140. But my thing is, do y'all think that's realistic? Because that would be him kind of making all the concessions right from the rip. You get what I'm saying? I don't see how that's gonna work. So I feel like the only way it could work is if they met in the middle some type of way. It ain't gonna just be, yo, I want to fight you, but you got to come to my weight class where I'm now comfortable at. You get what I'm trying to say? And I'm just being realistic on either way. Like, I can't expect Haney to go all the way back to 35 at the same time either, right? That seemed a bit unrealistic. So what does seem realistic? You get what I'm trying to say? It's just a real conversation. It's not about the back and forth arguing. That's senseless. But what would make sense in this situation? How would they, you get what I'm saying? How would they meet in the middle? Because I think that's what they have to do for this fight to happen. Because Tank ain't, for him to go to somebody's weight class, that would be him giving in to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see that happening. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Barriers fight out of rehydration clause at 140. Again, y'all heard what I said. Y'all heard what I said, bro. Not at 35, bro. Not at 35. 140, yeah, because Barrios was much bigger than him. I get it. Price Boy was good with it, bro. So the A side has to go to the B side weight class and get a B side the percentage that the B side asks for. That's all I'm saying. Pop with the drop was good, man. Tank Davis and his team literally don't want to fight Shakur Devin. We just got to wait and see, man. I don't know. I can't predict the future, man. I just don't know, bro. Tank on a fight at 35 the rest of his career once he beats who's left. That's a good question. Who knows, Chop? I don't know. He's been at 140. We know that. But you get what I'm saying, Alden? You get what I'm trying to say. Like, never mind the back and forth. Let's make sense out of it. You get what I'm saying? You got one guy at 40, one guy at 35. They're both comfortable where they are at. So how do you make a fight one guy I can't expect, because it's like on one end, if you expect him to go to 140, then you're going to have people that's going to say, if you really want to fight him, then you got to go to 35, whether you drained or not. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say something more reasonable, like, won't y'all meet in the middle? You get what I'm saying? I'm not leaning towards either side, either way. But somebody going to have to give up something. You get what I'm saying? And I just don't see him saying, you know what? Well, I'm going to go fight you where you more comfortable at, where I fought at once, but I wasn't comfortable there. That makes sense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? John Wick was good with it. Said the link. I got you, Will. Said Tank is a little guy, though, but so was Manny. I got y'all. In a perfect world, does this fight give Haney leverage to dictate what weight the fight will be? That's a good question, Rick. That's a good question, bro. I don't know what would that depend on, though. You get what I'm saying? What would it depend on? Like, I just don't know. I can't call it, but I do know this, y'all. I'm not like we try to sort this out the best we could, but I just would like to see the fight if it can happen.
What up?
What's good, Will?
Man, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I came to the realization after watching Haney. Haney did a marvelous job. He actually did some things that I was really impressed with. He picked up a little pop on his punches. His stamina looked better with the extra 5 pounds. I mean, he just looked all around better.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. I came to this realization after this.
Right.
He shouldn't fight at 135, right? Why go down to 135 and take his advantages away? But here's the problem.
Right.
Why should Tank go to 140 where he's not comfortable? Tank is not going to go to 140. Tank already said he's only in this for a few more fights. So all of this, him going to 140, he's not going to go out of his comfort zone just for Devin.
But he been at 140 before, though.
Yeah, but he already said right after that fight it was never going to happen again. He said it. He said it out of his own mouth.
If they really want to fight, they can stop the excuses and go at 140. That's how I feel.
He's not going to go to 140.
Well, he
said
look at it like this,
bro. Look at it like this. Look at it like this, right?
He's too small.
Look, wait, Devin Haney was to go to 135.
Too small. We ain't giving no too small excuse. Stop saying that.
Look, Just,
you get it? If Devin Haney was to go back to 135, he would be uncomfortable, right?
And not
Tank already said he fought at 140 and he wasn't comfortable, right? So with that being said, what needs to happen is they got to meet in the middle. All that you got to do this or you got to do that's not going to get the fight made. It's a lot of ego involved in this. That's not going to work. You got to meet in the middle. That's the only thing.
Here's another thing. Tank is looking at the fact that, okay, if he meets Devin at a certain point, he's going to throw that rehydration clause in because he doesn't want to fight a guy 20 pounds heavier than him, and I don't blame him. Tank soaking wet is only 140 something before he drops.
Are we making size excuses?
Why is he going to fight somebody that's going in at 160 pounds? That makes no sense.
We got to stop with
should have been fought. Now all of a sudden, because he gained 5 more pounds, it's out of reach all of a sudden. 5 pounds?
How much did Devin weigh fight night?
We don't know.
Devin looked like he was at least 155.
I mean, if you want to give him away, we don't know though. We don't know.
Tank is not going to fight somebody 15, 20 pounds bigger than he is.
Old school, just say it. Devin's going to beat the shit out of his ass at 140. Yeah, I want it out of catch weight. Just say it.
That ain't it. But who knows what he's not going to fight somebody that big.
I'm cool with the catch weight. But if he's too big at 140, just say that shit. Just catch weight, I'm cool with it. 136, 138, I'm cool with that. But stop saying, he's too small. No, Devin gonna beat the fuck out that little boy at 140.
My thing is,
he will. That's why you don't want it at 140.
They won't say nothing about that weight thing though. At first they was gonna fight and this and all that, but because Devin went to 140, all of a sudden he out of reach. That don't make no goddamn sense to me.
Nah,
It
I
does
hear
make
you.
a lot of
Hey,
sense
Rick,
when
what's
It
Tank
don't
good
said
make
with it,
no
right
man?
sense.
after
Just
Barrios
last
he was
month,
never
2
fighting at
months ago,
140
y'all
again
was
at them
ready to
two
fight,
big
Just
ready
boys.
to
say it,
go
Royal
at it.
Old School. Just say he a dog at 140. Just say it. You ain't got to stop making the signs excuses. He a dog at 140, and
I
Tank don't
said
want
Devin
that.
looked his best at 140. That has nothing to do with it, though. If Tank is not going to fight somebody 15, 20 pounds heavier, bigger than he is. That's why
How
he's
we
got the
know he
Okay,
15
rehydration
pounds
old
bigger?
clause
school, you keep
How do we
already.
saying
know?
that,
How do
but
we
he
know he
been that
15
weight.
pounds
He
bigger?
was that weight 6 months ago. He was talking about fighting him though. That's my thing. Why all of a sudden?
What's good, Rick?
Because
Talk
he
to me.
thought Devin would drop
I
down.
want to hear what
Because
my
Bill
boy
kept
Rick got to
saying he
say.
would fight at
Let me know
135.
when I can get in. Let me know when I can get in, bro.
Yeah, now go ahead. Talk to me. I want to hear you.
This is what I hate about you wishy-washy ass niggas, man. For real. Y'all, y'all,
Damn, y'all
y'all
the
want
racist.
y'all want Devin to have his advantage, but y'all won't take to give up his advantage. Nah, bruh. The question y'all should
Are
be
you
asking is,
serious? Tank
hold
is the
on,
one that
hold,
Hold on,
always
hold
get
on, hold on,
advantage.
hold
hold on, Bare Knuckle,
Ice
hold
your
on.
Take
calls.
things
He's the
out.
only one throwing his
calm down,
calls out.
kiddo. Calm down, bro. This ain't personal to nobody, right?
Yeah, let talk to me.
Chill out, kiddo. Right. So this is what I'm saying, right? Who want to fight more? So if Devin talking about, oh, Tank don't want to fight me, da da da. If they want to fight more, who is they to try to make Tank to come up to their weight? They the ones who talking about they want to fight, and they the ones who want to do this A B C D. He want force them to fight, go down to 135. Oh, but
So
but Devin gonna be drained. He ain't gonna have his power then, right? Did this
Right,
fight? Does this fight give Devin enough leverage to tell Tank what the fuck he's supposed to do? That's the question
Nope.
y'all should be asking.
right,
It could, it
right,
can't. We don't know.
right.
We don't know. It just depends on how bad Tank wants to fight. Really,
No,
Look,
I
it's,
ain't gonna
it's
lie.
how
yeah,
bad
that's what
Devin
I'm
wants to
saying. If
fight.
Tank really want to
Devin is
fight
the
him,
one
he
If
that
it
gonna he
don't
gonna
need
let
his
him
fight
ass,
fight
him.
him.
he don't need him. He want to fight him, but he really don't need him.
yeah,
Devin is the
but
one
it's not a
saying Tank
matter of
don't want to
need.
fight.
Is he said he wanted, right? Because he
No,
got his
it
prop
depends.
constantly
What
saying
Devin
his
wanted,
name.
but it depends. It depends on if Tank wanted too.
Yeah,
Like
facts. True.
they gotta work with each other. That's why I said catch weight. Like that's
This is
cool.
what right.
But
So
it's
I
not
mean, at
140 is
best,
not
I
an
mean,
option because
listen,
he gonna beat the shit out of his ass at 140.
but all
Yeah,
that
like I
Tank
said,
gotta
even
Let's
if
do
just
it's
is
a
talk
Tank
catchweight,
gotta
it's
reality,
do
gonna
man.
be
that, and
he's
nobody
gonna
else.
hit him with
Reality is we ain't gonna get that fight.
10-round
You might
rehydration
not,
clause.
bro.
Salute to Just
Reality is
Do.
we ain't gonna get that
Guys,
fight.
Big Dose, what's good, family?
I think at the end of the day, we as fans are not, we're hearing things, but we're not listening. And what I mean by that is Devin Haney fans and Tank Haney fans are going back and forth with each other about a lot of different things. The bottom line is this. Tank
Primo.
wants to fight at 135. Devin Haney has outgrew that weight class. Everybody knows that, and everybody repeats and regurgitates that. I think at the end of the day, if the money is right, those guys will come to the table and negotiate what needs to be done. Until that happens, we're just going to be going back and forth and back and forth. But money talks and BS walks, really.
Facts.
They just
The
gotta
only
lead.
way,
They just
look,
gotta
Hey,
lead
that
in the
money
middle.
had
They
to
gotta lead in the middle.
the only way the fight's gonna happen is if Devin decides he's gonna sign a rehydration clause and come in at a catchweight. That's the
Bro, he's
only way
not doing
Tank's
both.
gonna fight him.
He's not doing
Only
both.
reason the
He already
fight gonna
said he's
happen
not
if
doing
Tank
both.
say
He
yes.
said he's not doing both. He's
If
Well,
not
guess
doing
Tank
both.
what?
say if
I'm
Tank say
fine.
yes,
Look, I
that's the
ain't
only
calling
way the
nobody
fight
a
going.
duck. The fight ain't happening.
He's not gonna do a catch weight and a rehydration clause. That's crazy.
right.
Like
Nah,
I
it's
said,
just,
I'm
and
not gonna
remember,
call
y'all, I just
nobody a
want
duck if the
everybody up
fight
here to
don't
always
happen.
keep this in mind. It's always just a conversation. It's not about trying to favor one guy or the other. It's just a real conversation because it's a fight that's going to constantly come up, especially when you got his name being brought up right after the fight. You got his dad so adamant about saying his name. Yo, we available. Look, we free. Like that sounds like, let's try to make a fight happen. Sound like that. You get what I'm saying? But again, he got other plans out, so I don't know if this the same rigmarole, but
Look, I
nah,
don't want to
Tank
see
ain't
Devin. I
messing
don't
with
want to see Devin come down and look like he did in them 135 fights. I really don't. Because
yeah,
then it ain't. Then Tank's not going to get credit for knocking him
right,
out.
right.
So the only way Devin's going to look right is at 140. Tank's not going to fight at 140. We might as well accept the fight's probably never going to happen, and I'm
That's
accepting
exactly
it.
what
I
I
ain't calling
said.
nobody a duck
Yeah,
over it either.
I want Devin to fight Matias anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right
Regardless,
now,
what's
I ain't
good.
really worried about Tank ass.
But yeah, I mean, look, you know, we ain't got to stay stuck on that. Again, that was just part of something I was talking about because, again, they brought up his name. So we ain't got to stay stuck on it because he is at 140 where there is real fights at for him, man. Like I said, you got some monsters there. So I don't see him going to no 47.
Hey, I got a question for the panel.
But I don't see it. It was good.
Well, who the best at 140 in everybody's opinion? You know what I'm saying? I'll go last.
I say T. Right now, I say T.O. because he beat
T.O.
You know what I'm saying? He beat the man at 140. You know what I'm saying?
But Josh Taylor's not the same Josh Taylor.
And y'all know I'm a Devin fan, bro.
Is that Big Dose? Is that Big
Dose?
That's Big Dose.
Right? I think T.O.
It's T.O. because he beat the man, bro.
And I think from like the most dangerous.
I'm not talking about off the ring. I'm talking about your opinion. I'm not talking about no ring magazine shit.
Oh, you talking about
give me
just
the raw
who
opinion? Who the best?
Who I think is the best? Who I think is the best fighter out of them? I think
out of 140.
I think that's Devin. He's the best fighter, but the man is T.O. though. He got to beat T.O. to be the man.
I think T.O. is. Matias is the most dangerous because I'm with you.
I got Devin beating the hell out of T.O.
I do too.
So do I.
I got Gary. That don't erase the fact that T.O. the man. Though.
I think the big fight at 140 is Matias and Devin.
But what I want to say is though, is that us as fans, we should stop making excuses for any fighter and stop saying, hey, this fighter ain't gonna do this fighter ain't gonna do that. Instead of that, let's push for them to fight. And then they can work it out between themselves where they're gonna fight at. You know what I'm saying? Let's push for the fight instead of saying it ain't gonna happen.
Right. I got you. I got Tank beating everyone.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out, man, because everybody's big thing is the weight thing. That's all I keep hearing is the weight.
They just gonna have to pick a weight if they want to fight. They're gonna have to pick a weight. But I know Devin's not gonna do.
I know that.
I say that's
the biggest
rehydration
thing, though. That's the biggest thing, is what I'm saying.
They just gotta figure that out. But I know he ain't taking both catch weight and rehydration.
Tank gave Ron the option. Why didn't have to have a rehydration clause? All Ryan had to do was come with 135.
Gonna have to live.
No, I'm saying Dev's not doing both though. We know he's not. He's too damn big. He's not doing both. He's not gonna come down to a catch weight and do a rehydration clause.
You never know, John. You never know, Jonathan Jackson, man. Maybe he will. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on. You right. It depends on that money, Big Dose. It do depend on that money.
Exactly. And I'm sure them two kings can come together and agree on something, or they might not be able to agree, and it won't happen. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm gonna keep calling for it.
Yeah, if them millions right, I think both of them boys will do something with the weight.
There's no bigger fight that could be made. What bigger fight could be made to announce the jump to Amazon Prime besides Devin and Tank?
Good point.
The time is now. They need to strike while the iron hot if they gonna do it. The time is now. Like y'all both had beautiful ass performances this year. If y'all don't get it in this year, y'all ain't never gonna fight.
You right though, man. The time is now, though, man. Fuck that.
What the hell?
See, I think.
What clip is it, Tim?
I think it's a little problem y'all got in between all of this, right? Devin based his performance, his numbers, and everything to get to where Tank is, to get the Tank fight. He's not in the same weight class anymore. Him focusing on trying to be the man in his own path would be his best bet. Because I don't think Tank not going to 40.
David, salute.
He's the money man. You
Right.
gotta chase the money. Everybody's chasing him because he's the money man. But my only reserve with all of this, and I hop off, is that I just think that Tank is playing a dangerous game where all the big names and the big money fights is gonna fall off the table in the generation of the fighters that he wanted to fight. Shakur is the last one, but Shakur showed that fight is not ready to be cooked or be made. Devin is already up.
That's cap. I'm not letting you ride with that one. Can't let you ride with that one. So you saying his performance? You saying his performance?
He is not
Get
ready.
the fuck out of here with that shit. He need to fight his ass right now,
bro.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
I'm not. You just yelling. I'm not saying that.
Listen, hear him out.
His talent is not there, for what they both were seeming and want to get paid for that, that money is no longer there by that performance alone. It's two different networks. They're going to have to sit down and split whatever. If Shakur couldn't get 25 from Devin, what you think Tank going to give him? It's not there yet.
I got you, Ken.
But by the time Shakur is ready for that fight, he might not be able to make that weight no more. So Tank might be the only one that's naturally a 35-pounder stuck with Frank Martins and Keyshawn's and all these other names.
I heard that.
So the problem right now is either going to be catch weight or Devin got to stop calling a man name and then fill out his path for where he got moving forward.
Yeah, because them boys, them some growing boys, man. Shakur and Devin, they still growing, bro. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
True.
Tank still has a huge money.
You gonna allow him to say Shakur can't get the fight because of his performance?
No. Listen. That's you know me. I hear people out because I've heard that before. I've heard somebody make that case. That don't mean that I don't want to see the fight. I get somebody saying that based on numbers. I get his point that he's making. You get what I'm saying? Like Rick just said, with the landscape of things, he buzzing right now. He up. You get what I'm saying? It seemed like it would make more sense to go that direction as opposed to going
Shakur scared to get hit, bro.
Situation being more difficult with that fight being made when you hear a
I don't think he's scared to get hit at all.
Against the fight, you get what I'm saying?
Scared to death to get hit. You ain't watched that last fight?
I don't think he's scared to get hit at all.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though, y'all. It make it seem like it make it look a certain way. It make it look a certain way if you say, you don't want to fight him because of his performance because he didn't lose. It looked like it was a boring. It looked like it was a boring fight, but he didn't do anything that seemed like he wasn't up to par. Up to level of competition.
I'm not saying
Tank just got to cut off the ring and catch him. That's all.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Well, get him if you like that.
I got it pulled up.
I'm not saying the talent wasn't the issue. What I'm saying is, in order to get these fights made, certain numbers got to be hit with these niggas. You hear Calvin and I'm talking to all the time. These guys all want to fight each other, but they have investors who put these fights together. They need a return on the product.
True.
If you can't bring a certain number to the table, just hear me out. As a business, take off your fandom. Don't be a fan right now. Be a businessman. If you're putting out a certain amount, you want at least to hit back in the green. You don't want to walk away in the negative. Looking at the numbers that was presented to you, numbers-wise, walking into a new situation with Prime, brand new situation, you want your investors to know, I could produce something moving forward that's going to make you more money, give me more money. I can't walk in there on a whim and take an L off the first attempt. It's a bad look.
So you don't want him to fight him because you think he's gonna lose?
I didn't say
I think he's talking about the numbers. He talking money. He talking money.
You're not listening.
Right.
Like lose on the money side?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Money.
It's only 3 niggas I really fuck with, and y'all niggas probably don't even know me. It's Tank, Shakur, and Devin. That's all. T.O., I don't know what T.O. is gonna come into the ring. He does show up in the big moments, but them 3 niggas are the niggas that I hang my hat on. They the niggas to worry about at and around that division. But right now, they not going to do it right now. Devin don't know what weight he want to fight at. But he's still calling out a little dude. You either going to come down, meet him in the middle, or leave the nigga alone.
Yeah, I'm one of the people who don't really want that fight. I think if we get that fight, it's always going to be an asterisk at the end, at the next, next to it. It's always going to be something it's always going to be something there to say. Oh, he was too big for the weight class. Or he said he wasn't comfortable there. Or he put a hydration clause on him. That's why I think that whole fight is water under the bridge. I'm more focused on Tank fighting people at 135, and I don't think that's a reason to put Shakur out of the picture because he had a boring performance. He didn't show that he was weaker in no type of way. That couldn't nobody catch him or beat him still. So Tank would just have. I think it make it seem like Tank don't want to have to chase him around and cut off the ring and all that. It's like they probably doubt that they'll be able to catch up with Shakur.
I think what
not
it
to cut
is,
you off,
Tank,
bro, but my
Tank
thing is Shakur was
a
fighting on a
counterpuncher.
Thursday night, right? He was supposed to show off so he can get a pay-per-view. Something he wasn't supposed to fight like that on a Thursday, bro. Not on a Thursday, bro. He was supposed to
You
show off so he can get a big fight. That just made him look dumb as hell.
Look, Tank's team is worried about will the
I
Shakur
mean, you
fight
know
sell
what?
because of what happened in this last fight. I think after Shakur fights a couple of more guys, if he fights a big puncher, beats him, the fight's back on.
But Shakur's not going to fight nobody like that.
Hold on, you can't.
Y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop. Y'all
always
really
to
need to
win.
stop with that, bro.
And let's not forget, although the performance sucked, right? He still won. Let's not forget it. I don't think it's any less of a reason to make a fight.
Let's
I
keep
hear
it
all
honest.
that number
Let's
stuff,
keep
but
it
when it's
honest,
all
bro.
said and done, will we all want to see that fight? Because I damn sure want to see who better out of the two.
I do too, but it's all about the money for Tank. And if Tank and them don't think the fight's going to sell, they're not going to make it.
But this is the crazy thing about thinking that way, though. How you going? You can't really say that because none of these other dudes, this lower competition that's lower than Shakur, they definitely didn't score.
Bro, there's one dude coming up the ladder
didn't sell more. They definitely didn't sell more than Shakur.
But that's the excuse that
They sold Pitbull Cruz on a short notice. They can't sell this.
The
Man, I don't
excuse is
know
money.
what's going on.
Cruz didn't sell
excuse is
nowhere
always
near
money.
Shakur, man.
That's true,
Man,
Rick.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they sell that,
Shakur
why
fight
can't
would
they
be
sell
more.
Shakur?
A Shakur fight would gross more than all those other dudes that he fought.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
not Ryan Garcia. Maybe not Ryan Garcia. Maybe.
The reason why Shakur won't ever get a big fight within our time frames that we want is because of the money. He always I keep trying to tell y'all it's not about his talent. Everybody knows Shakur is a talented fighter, but they want to bully everybody in the negotiations. That can't happen all the time. Right?
Oh yeah,
that can't
you talk
happen
about
all
what
the
he
time.
asking for.
You gotta be willing to eat a shit sandwich sometimes to get the fight you want. If you're not willing to do that, you don't want them fights.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hey, Will, when you say eat a shit sandwich, which side you talking about eating?
I'm talking about
just to be clear.
Okay, so let's say
Shakur side. That's all. That's the easy quick answer.
The
Shakur
Shakur
side.
situation, if it came to a Tank, there's no him dictating terms. You see what I'm saying? The problem with boxing right now, the reason why is everybody want to say it's the fighters that kill boxing. It's the negotiations that kill in boxing, right? Because we're now in the age of boxing where the B side think they can play with the A side, right?
Nope.
They think they can dictate to the A side what they can and can't get when it's never been like that until this current day.
Can we throw that on Shakur though? Because he ain't had no negotiations. Not with Tank. Not with Tank.
You can put it
I'm
on
saying he ain't had.
His team is him.
I'm saying he ain't had no negotiation opportunity with Tank. Like that.
That's not my question. If you want me to prove the theory, I can. Right? Why is it that in every negotiation with a big fight there was a problem with Shakur Stevenson?
Yeah, I understand that he be wanting 50% and all of that stuff, 50-50 split. But I'm talking about he definitely wouldn't do that with Tank though. You think he would ask for 50-50
no,
with Tank?
He won't do it, but he will try, and that's the reason the fight won't get made.
I don't think so.
I don't think he would try that.
Know better than that, and
he just tried that with somebody, didn't he?
Know better than that.
I think the only reason he tried it, he gonna try.
If he did that with Tank, bro, I wholeheartedly would believe he didn't want to fight.
I know you would, but it'll never happen
because that wouldn't make sense to me at all.
I think he don't want to fight now because of what he said out his mouth after his fight. He ain't call out nobody or nothing. He just said he had to work on his, himself.
I think the only reason he
we gonna say that about Tank too. We gonna say that about Tank too.
The only reason he tried that in the 50-50 in the Devin Haney situation
at 140.
He got situations with the law.
What y'all think? Bro asked about the same day weigh in at 140. I think
that's weak as hell. That's weak as hell. That's weak as hell.
Not being willing to go there right now.
Oh, it's not weak as hell. That's what they used to do back in the old days.
That's weak as hell.
I don't like the ceremonial weigh-in stuff, man. I don't like that at all. That ain't good for the fans. It ain't good for people that's
why ain't it?
That, bro. I don't like that.
Oh, so you're telling me all them fighters in the 70s, the 60s, and did same day weigh-ins?
It's not the 70s and 60s old school. This ain't the 70s and 60s no more old school. You're not in them times. Same day weigh-ins is weak.
I'll take that. I like that.
Same day weigh-in.
I'll take that.
That might get Tank to the ring.
How old is Tank, y'all? How old is Tank?
Like 29.
So it's fair to say he really ain't moving. He really ain't gonna move. He gonna be at 135 for the rest of the career, right?
He only talked about fighting a few more times anyway.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying that fight is like water under the bridge, man. We might as well forget it. Tank ain't getting no bigger. You know what I'm saying? Devin is getting bigger. He looking like he might end up at like 154 somewhere, maybe 147 at the least.
Yeah, my
You
big thing was this: if Tank really wanted to fight, he would say fuck it and go to the 140. He went to 140 before and knocked the nigga head off. If you
Who
want to
was
fight
it?
Devin, go ahead, bury us.
Yeah, but it was
right.
it was
Barrios.
on.
It wasn't Devin Haney. Don't y'all understand that fighters understand risk?
Yeah, so it's a higher risk.
Y'all want to
Devin
fight
gonna treat him like a
regardless
boy up
because
there.
you want
Not
to fight.
comfortable, none
So
of that
basically,
stuff.
you saying he's scared of Devin then?
No,
He don't like the weight.
So listen,
Just
who
like you
said
said.
that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said
I
that?
said it, but bare knuckle
Right?
said
No,
it.
hold on. Let me answer your question. So is Devin scared of Tank because he won't fight him at 135?
Now I don't think he can make 135 no
No,
more.
you know why he can make 135 because he just made it. He can't do it comfortably, right?
Yeah,
It would give
that's
Tank
what
an
I'm saying.
advantage,
Yeah,
correct?
it ain't gonna be right.
Answer the question, sir. It would give Tank an advantage, correct?
Yeah,
It would
both
give who
ways.
advantage?
It worked that way both ways, man. It's an advantage for Tank if he come down. It's an advantage for Devin if Tank move up because Tank already said he not comfortable there either. That's why I said the fight shouldn't happen. I don't even like the fight no more because of what Tank said and because of where Devin is at. You know, he can't make 135 and Tank not comfortable up at 140. So why would you want to see the best fighting the best where he's not comfortable? I want the best fighting the best at their best.
No excuses after.
You don't want no excuses, and the only way you're gonna get no excuses if they both fight where they want to fight.
Yeah.
So should he stop hollering his name then?
That's why I said I don't think the fight happens.
He ain't gonna stop hollering
You know what?
shit because he want that
he
fight.
just got he gonna holler his name because Tank is the bag. Tank mentioned him, said that's what I'm gonna give you when he was talking to Shakur. So he gonna talk back. But I just don't think the fight should happen. I think it's all just talk at this point. They should focus on, what's in
You want
front
the
of them.
big bully to leave Devin alone, huh?
He's gonna
No, I think Devin should leave him alone. Devin bigger than him.
That's the whole thing.
That's what I said. I said you want the big. That's what I said. I said you want the big bully to leave him alone, huh?
Who the big bully?
Devin
You know who the big bully is.
Devin is going to continue to say Tank's name because Tank is a popular name in boxing, the more popular name than him. What was he supposed to say? I want Matias. He's not going to say that. I want Gary Russell Jr. He's not going to say that. He's going to say I want Tank. And again, if he's the one calling out that he want Tank and Tank don't want to fight, why is you saying the fight's going to be at 140? You want Tank, right?
Exactly. So go down there and see him at his weight class.
Yep.
You moved to 140. You moved to 140.
True.
If he do that, it'll be for the bag.
This ain't the first time something like this has happened in history. Let's think about this. Mayweather and Pacquiao marinated that fight for years. There was things on both sides neither one of those guys wanted to do. If it's the drug test, if it was this, if it was that, I get it. But at the end of the day, they end up fighting at a catch weight, and they both made a lot of money. And I think this situation is going to be a little bit similar to that situation.
Hey, Rick,
what was the catch weight day for that?
Rick, come on up. I'm gonna step down. I got some stuff to do. All right, Just.
Hey, what was that catch weight day for that?
Wasn't it 52, 53? I think it was.
Oh, it was above 147.
So who was the smaller guy? This is the same situation. They both went on with their careers, fighting each other within that 5-year period, and then at the end of the day, A side won out because Mayweather got his drug test thing done, and Pacquiao agreed to it, which he could have agreed to it at the beginning of the whole situation, and they end up fighting. So
who was coming down in weight though? Who was coming down?
Pacquiao was lighter.
Oh, so Pacquiao was lighter. So Floyd was at 154.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's comparable because they both hella small.
That's what I'm about to say. Floyd never even weighed 154 at his 154 fights. He always came in under the 54 mark.
In my
I think
opinion, that's the mark of a
Floyd was a
great fighter, though.
147 pounder.
A great fighter gonna move up and take them challenges, bro. Even if they at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? That's what the great fighters in the past have done. Manny
I'm just
Pacquiao
saying
did it. He came
we've
all the
seen
way
this
from
in history and the money
Manny
talk. You see how
Pacquiao
much
came
those
all the
guys
way from
made?
like 118, 112, all the way and fall all the way up to welterweight. Why can't Tank do that, bro? Like y'all,
Everybody don't want that great
I can
tag,
tell you what.
You know what's crazy?
I'm Haino's clan, and I can tell you why he wouldn't want to do that.
During that time that
Tell
y'all
me
speaking
why.
about,
Because he wouldn't want to do that because Devin Haney is bigger. He's naturally bigger. Devin Haney is going to rehydrate to what, like 30 pounds heavier than Tank is going to be at 140 if they fight at 140. And Hanos is already taller and got a longer reach over him. Only thing Tank is probably going to have is the power.
Did Floyd care about that? Nope.
Floyd was the
It
bigger guy.
wasn't such a bigger
Floyd
it wasn't that
At
much of a big
147, he was a
mismatch
bigger
though.
guy.
Is Floyd Tank?
Haino's
Is
cracking
Tank
at
Floyd?
142. That's why
I
too.
mean, Tank should be. That's what y'all should want. Y'all
Floyd
should
a
want
bad
your
Is
favorite
Tank
fighter
motherfucker.
to act like
Floyd?
Floyd did.
Floyd
Is
different.
Tank Floyd?
I said y'all should want your favorite fighter to act like he did.
Hell no, he
Had the
not.
I want
same
my
nuts
favorite
that he
fighter to act
had.
like he is.
Bro,
Why
when have
not?
I ever talked to Tank? When have any of
I
us
don't
ever
know.
talked to
I don't
Tank?
know,
I
but
want
if
my
you do
favorite
talk,
fighters
please
to do
tell him
stuff like
to
that.
be a great.
Why don't y'all? Huh?
Yo,
I
Joe,
like that. I
I'm
like
just
that
getting home
real.
from
I like
work,
that
bro. I'm
energy.
going back to the chat. I got things to do, but I'll be in the
My
chat.
brother Will, man.
All right, old
Appreciate
school.
you, bro.
Yeah, I gotta
All
jump
right,
off
Will.
too, y'all.
Salute to you, frequent. Much love, brother.
Salute.
Yeah, man. I want my favorite fighter to do that, bro. I don't
I
know
mean,
why
look,
other people
at the
don't.
end of the day, I think it's a lot to consider when for that fight to be made, man. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a matter. This dude always at a disadvantage. People say that's one thing you got to consider. You talking about a dude that's 5'4", arguably 5'5", and then you want him to be at more of a disadvantage and possibly give a guy a 20 or 30 pound weight advantage, and then say, line it up where you ain't trying to be great if you're not trying to give somebody that many advantages over. I'm gonna give
That's
Floyd,
crazy,
did
bro.
Floyd
Just, I
do
got a
that with
question
Oscar
for.
De La
Just, I
Hoya,
got a
bro?
question. I got a question,
Just
big.
hold on, let me ask you just this one question, bro.
That's a
Did
small.
Hold
Floyd
on,
do
big
that with
dog. Hold
Oscar
on,
De
big
La
dog.
Hoya?
That's a small guy.
Did
Smaller
Floyd
than
do that with
Floyd.
Oscar De La Hoya, bro?
Say it again.
Did Floyd give up all them advantages when he fought Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah, but
I
Floyd
think
was the B-side.
different fighters, bro. Different fighters.
Yeah, they different
Floyd is
fighters,
not
Nah, fuck
different
that.
5'4",
mentality too,
5'5".
bro.
You get what I'm
It's a
saying?
Hey,
different point.
Different
do you think
mentality
Tank?
too.
It's a different position of
And
leverage that you're
again, it's
talking about.
like
Different
again.
mentality.
I'm not going to demand that a guy give up, his advantages to put himself at disadvantages 100% of the way and say, "Oh, you that's daring to be great." Nah, meet his ass in the middle or go to 135 because you keep saying you want to fight him. And the most frustrating part about it is if you really want to fight somebody, you're gonna go where they at. You're not going to demand for them to come to you talking about, yeah, because I want to fight you. I want to fight you so bad that you got to come where I'm at and I'm comfortable where you are at a huge disadvantage. 20, 30 pounds. I don't think people understand how much that is. Think about it,
We
man.
over
I understand
exaggerating, just.
he ain't damn Wilder, bro. That Wilder be
A few-
fighting 30, 40, 50 pound weight of disadvantages, man. This is
You
Tank.
over exaggerating,
Man
just.
is doing that. Meet him in the middle or
Right,
go where he at.
50-pound weight
Like,
advantage.
listen, I believe
Man,
make
and over
the
here ain't
best.
gaining no
Meet each
damn
other in the
20
middle.
pounds overnight.
Like I said,
That's
All right, let
I
me
can
ask you a
do it
question.
right
Can I
now.
ask a question? What if they
I would love to see it either way, though, especially when they keep speaking his
Wilder
name.
do
That's
it
the
right
only reason
now.
I'm even talking about it, right? I like both guys, man. I would love to see the fight, but the conversation for me is always what would need to happen, right? I'm not mad at neither guy because you got to consider it's going to be some ego. Ain't nobody going to just do because you said do. And Tank ain't nobody making him do shit.
Right.
And then you get it? And then people going to say on the other end that Devin Haney don't need Tank. So it ain't a need thing. Do you want to fight him? And if so, what needs to happen for the fight to happen? I like both guys. What do y'all need to do? Y'all got to come to the table for starters. You got to come to the table.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And get the ball rolling somewhere. But I'm just not going to lobby for a guy to just give all his advantages up and be at a huge disadvantage. And given his A side, you get how this shit go, man. That's the guy. He is the big fight. You get what I'm saying? That
Wilder
would be
do
him
it.
giving in and just saying, all right,
If
Just,
Dad want that shit at
just
140, he gonna
Wilder
have to
do
give
it.
us some money.
Can I
Wilder
ask
do
y'all a
it.
question?
Hey man, let me jump in here.
And again, one more thing. Y'all must say this. And my bad, Rick. One more thing, bro. He keeps saying the big fights is big fights at 35. That has recently came out of his mouth again. So as much as we want to say, yeah, drain, but he keep putting his foot in his mouth because he keep mentioning it.
You right.
That should be in your rear view at this point, if that's the case.
Right.
That's why people will
Does
keep
he ain't
asking
said
for
that?
it.
He ain't said that since he dropped the belt.
And I like the dude. So I just want to see it wherever it can happen at. As a boxing supporter, I want to see it wherever we can get it at. I don't even care at this point. 35, 40 in the middle. I want to see it. Talk to me, Rick. What's good, bro?
Oh man, hey, what's up, Just? Everybody on the panel, chat. I got a meeting I'm finna run into, so I'm gonna be brief, man. Check it out, y'all. You know, man, I'm from the land of ultra confidence. You know, I'm not in the business of holding these dudes' hands. You know, I love overcoming the odds. You know, I'm real big on shocking expectations. You know, that's why I want the Bud and Earl rematch to be 154. Hell, when Claressa and Hannah Gabriel's fought, Claressa was already at 168. Hannah Gabriel was 154. They made it 160. It don't sound like we gonna get that with Tank and Dev. Now, Floyd weighed in at 150. Canelo weighed in at 152. But hell, fight night, Canelo was every bit of 170, and Floyd still handled that. So, man, I done got to the point, man. Hey, if I was Tank, dog, I'd be like, you know what? I'm tired of Bill steady saying my goddamn name. Fuck it. I'll fight your son at 140 without a goddamn rehydration clause. Damn, you come in 165. Hey, I don't give a damn. I'm finna beat your son ass without no rehydration at 140 so we can end all this daily chatter that we hearing every day. You know, but you know, we all know that's highly unlikely. You know, Tank is the A side, and the A side gonna always call the shots. So, man, if I was Tank, I'd be like, fuck it, man. I go beat this bigger man ass, and I hush all the goddamn daughters up, you know. But hey, that's just me. You know, fuck it though.
Real shit, Rick.
Hey, I ain't mad at that.
Real shit, Rick Timms. I wish
I try
you
to
did
tell
too.
guys never right or wrong answer up here, yo. We just building, bro. It's whatever we think. Y'all gonna think differently than what I think. I'm gonna think differently from y'all sometimes, but it's always a good conversation, bro. At the end of the day, this fight is gonna continue to be talked about till it's no way it can happen. And I think as long as they only a weight class apart, I think people gonna still see that it's an opportunity for it to be made. I think when you get his name mentioned right after your most recent win, when your dad is doubling down saying y'all free, y'all available, we not bugging for talking about it. You get what I'm saying? We not bugging for asking them to actually show us something that would indicate that y'all want to fight him too, other than just saying his name respectfully. Because I hear y'all saying he don't want it, but just the question on the other end, do y'all want it though? Because I would love to know. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know, do y'all really want to fight this dude? Salute to my guy, man. Kyle Cooley, man. That's much love and appreciation, bro. Said cats just exposed their clips about Dev. If a same-day weigh-in is weak, then tell me you cats don't really believe in Dev like that. No other way around. Blessings to Roger Mayweather. Salute to my guy, Kyle Cooley, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. Yeah, man. I don't think same-day weigh-in.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
B3 was good with it, bro. No, I feel. I mean, that'll put a lot of that weight shit to bed. You know.
Yeah.
I heard people
that same day rehydration clause.
Back to the days where it was same day weigh-in. But for me, I just feel like you could eliminate that by guys just fighting closer to where they walk around at, man, and stop having to shrink down and you know. Dudes is shrinking down to lightweight and coming in and damn near super middleweights is crazy. That's gonna always be crazy.
Cutting weight is a skill, cutting weight is a skill, man.
It absolutely is. Absolutely. You know, and I respect everybody that do it.
Bringing back that Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston shit, we ain't doing all that shit.
That's what that
Leave that
that's what
shit
the
where it
problem be
is.
though. A lot of these fights, sometimes it be that. You get what I'm saying? Weight this and weight that, rehydration cause this and that. And I keep saying, man, everybody say they want to fight a dude, but I see guys fighting that catch weights and all types of weird stuff, man. Like you want to fight somebody, go where they at if it's possible, or you don't want to fight them. The same way somebody could say you not want to go up to where they comfortable, that means you don't want to fight them. Same could be said the other way around. It's just a dead argument unless you're really trying to talk about what needs to be done to make the fight happen. Somebody gonna have to give something up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the only way it can happen.
Hey, Just.
Yeah, I've been said that though. You know what I'm saying? So
Rozilla, what's good with it? The Haney seem interested. Tank side don't seem like they're confident at this moment. They might need to tune up some. Listen, I don't know. For me, just in my opinion, based on what I've seen as a fight fan from Tank and that team, you would have to be like silly to not be confident having a fighter that's dangerous like that and that can box like that. That would be a huge disservice to the fighter, to yourself. Like I don't think it's a lack of confidence, man. I just think it's a lot of contributing factors when it comes to making a fight with him, man. Especially when you talking about a fight that's going to be worth it to everybody. We ain't talking again with these B level, whatever y'all call these other guys he fights. So you would assume these other fights are not that, right? Those them A level fights that you want, right? So it's going to take some, you know what I mean, some sitting down at the table and them figuring that shit out for them fights to be made. Ain't going to be no hop, skip, and the jump. I wish it was that easy, but we all know how difficult boxing is, especially when it's time to give us a fight like this.
I ain't gonna lie, just his coaches don't sound too confident. His coaches don't sound too confident. I'm not saying Tank. I'm talking about his coaches. And did you not hear what they were saying after the fight? You know what I'm saying? If you, man, go watch it for yourself, man. It's still up there.
I don't hear. I be catching the interviews and stuff like
They
that.
start bringing up other people.
I don't be hearing a lack of confidence because, like I said, I think you would be a little.
They said he need to go fight Boots.
Them dudes, that dude breed confidence in the ring, man. That's where his home is at, man. That's one of the most.
I didn't say him. I said his team. I said his team,
and they the ones behind it. They you know what I mean? They the method.
Yeah, but they over here. But just I know you heard them throw Devin off the Boots. Go fight Boots, then.
No,
Devin said
that's exactly what he said.
I understood what he meant right when he said it, bro. He wasn't saying that. Just go fight.
Yeah, whatever.
Fight us. And people took that and ran with it. What he was saying was the fact that y'all threw out that we're possibly going to 47. He like, well, why not fight Boots? I knew that before he came out and clarified it. I said it such. I knew that's what he meant. He wasn't saying don't fight us. He like, damn, y'all already talking about going to 47. He like, well, you know, why not Boots? Like, you know, people gonna call for it. You know that.
Nah.
To the Queen, Tony Evangelos Williams Jr. I love you guys. Gervonta, Tank Davis, Baltimore face of boxing, danger. Young man, I got. You know it. Fighters call Tank out. No running and can't hide. Talk to it, man.
Can I say
you just can't be lacking confidence when you got a Tank on your side, bro. And I know that might sound corny, but that's real. That dude serious, man. I think he is. That's why we keep mixing his name up with the other guys. If he wasn't, we wouldn't want to see them fight.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just
as far as whoever you support, whatever fan you are, you gonna see things from that point of view because that's how you want to see it because you support your guy, right? The truth of the matter is to get both them boys in the ring, they both gonna have to give up something. It ain't gonna be no one side giving up everything and the other side taking everything. They both gonna have to meet somewhere in the middle. That's the truth of the matter.
Just being like trying to be fair about it
to really make the fight happen. That's the only logical way. Both y'all gonna have to give up something. Okay, Tank might come up to 40, but you might have to do the rehydration clause, even though you get the weigh in at 40. Would that suffice to y'all as fans?
I love it.
I'm just saying to make it happen. Like that's what's gonna take. It's gonna take both of them.
It was good, bro.
It's gonna take both of them giving up something. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. The way listening to Bill and them talk and then knowing how Tank and them move, it seemed like both sides want the other side to come all the way over to what they want.
I heard him say that too, but I looked at it was like he was saying his name get brought up a lot without them nothing happening. Because look, it's right on par. Like I mean, I don't know, man. If I'm at 140 and I'm thinking 147, I'm not talking about a dude at 135.
Thank you.
I mean, that's respect to the whole to boxing. That's just being real. That's no slight to nobody. If I'm done at that weight class, because y'all just seen me outgrow it, become undisputed. I did everything I needed to do there. That shit is in my rear view. And then I go out here and beat the hell out of Regis and stood on business, like I said. I'm talking about people at 140 or 147, like you said. I ain't talking about no dude at 135. You get what I'm? That's just me. I'm not talking about him. So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why people be mad at Tank, but it's his name that keep getting brought up. It's not the other way around. It's definitely not the other way. It's not, bro. They asked him about Devin Haney the last time he fought. He said, "Man, he got to worry about this, man. I worry about that." He wasn't the one calling forward and making it seem like, "Yo, I'm available." Tank. You see, it's not that's doing it. So I don't even know if Devin did mention it after his fight. So again, it's not really Tank. I don't know, man. It ain't him calling for Haney after his fights. It's the other way around. That's why people keep asking, do you really want to fight him? Y'all keep saying he don't want to fight Child, but do you really want to fight him is the only thing I want to know. That's it. That's it. And if so, then what needs to be done? Like I keep saying, man. And other than that, that's all I got on that. Rozelle, I think with it, bro.
I think they really want to fight each other.
140 catchweight sounds good to me because if they fought Matias, he the IBF, ain't he? He do the rehydration anyway. It ain't a big issue because that's the division. That's the sanctioning body he fight for.
Yeah, but you ain't got to do the rehydration clause that they unifying.
No, forget the unification. If he was
no, I'm saying if Devin fights him, if Devin was fighting him, they wouldn't have to do the rehydration clause because they'd be unifying titles.
But they say they about titles, right? The titles is the main shit. They legacy over everything. If they fought him instead of Regis, they would have had to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if Tank really want to beat the boy ass, it's one of the sanctioning bodies do the shit. I don't see why it's so far fetched. It's not like it's a brand new rule that he just pulling out his ass. Fuck it, I want to fight him. I'm the smaller dude. I really want to beat his ass. We're gonna do 140 catch weight. I mean 140.
140 with the hydration clause. Yeah, I think that's both of them meeting somewhere in the middle.
Thank you. I love it.
In my opinion, that's what I think is the best way for us to make that fight happen. Is we could get to 40, so Devin don't got to kill himself to come down. But you ain't about to blow all the way the fuck back up in 36 hours neither.
Thank you.
Right.
As far as compromise, what I'm saying is it got to be some compromise, and from both sides. I'm a Tank fan. I ain't got no problem saying it. But if he want to make that happen, he gonna have to give up a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? You got to compromise. But the fact that y'all sit here and dictate to the nigga that moves the needle the most in the sport, and then you want him to do everything. It gotta be, you gotta get the same percentage Ryan got. You gotta fight me at 140. No, I ain't doing no rehydration. Like, come on, bro. Who is y'all, bro? Who is y'all, bro? Like, you have dictating to a nigga that don't really need to even go that route. He's already on his third weight division. Now you telling him, which he fought up there, but you telling him to come back up there again, which I get it, because that's best for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're at your second weight division, and you already talking about going to the third, and you missed your first weight at the next weight division. I felt you the other day, just when you was talking about maybe you stayed at that division too long and you took away from being at 40.
Right?
Is that Tank's fault? Because you could have made the fight at 35 the last 3 years.
Right.
You know something?
Hey, hold on, D, for the win. You said Devin could have made the fight at 35?
No, listen. Hold on. What did you actually say again?
I said you said Devin could have made the fight at 35?
I'm saying this fight could have been made earlier, not right now. I'm not saying now because obviously he's already outgrown the division. But in the last 2 years leading up to this, that fight could have been made.
Big Tex was good, bro.
Only way it could have been made is if the A side sent an offer, bro.
Listen, keep saying that's a big narrative that I hate. But listen, to make a contract, these fighters with these $1 million contracts, these 40, 50-page contracts, you got to pay lawyers to write up. Why don't y'all start with a negotiation first? Nobody needs a contract. Let's have a conversation about what each other needs.
I said an offer, D, for the win.
No, my bad. I thought you said send a contract. But
no, I said an offer.
Okay, now it don't even got to be an offer. How about, hey, let's have lunch with our representatives. Let's sit down and crunch some numbers. Let's sit down and say what you need and what we need.
You know why that didn't happen, bro? You know why that didn't happen? Because
I know you about to tell me.
Ellerby who was in control of Tank's career for most of his career, said Devin gonna want too much. That's why we ain't making the fight. Devin gonna want too much without even talking to the brother.
I know,
to find out what he gonna want.
But they'll pay Ryan Garcia, who ain't never done nothing. It sounds, I'm just being honest, and I like Tank, but it sounds like their team is not confident at all. That's why
you said they'll pay Ryan Garcia, who never did nothing, but when them two got together in the ring, they broke records, bro.
Okay, good. So we don't know what would happen if he get in the ring with Devin. They won't even say Devin Haney name. They will say they want to fight Issa Cruz. Don't nobody want to see that. Just like that interview the brother was talking about, they would call everybody name.
Tank just shot that down last week, if you paid attention. He just shut that Issa Cruz shit down last week, so we can stop even saying that.
But
he shot it down.
Okay, but they would never say they want to fight Haney. They were ready to fight Raleigh. They were ready to fight Ryan. They were ready to fight Esau. But they ain't never say they want to fight Devin.
Okay. You said they'll never say it, right? Well, right after he got done fighting Loma and he was free and out of his contract and Tank didn't have an opponent, you seen both of his coaches sitting there saying they wanted to fight though. So don't say they never said it.
They don't look. There's a couple more names Tank wouldn't call. He was scared to, and I like Tank, but he was scared.
No, listen. See, you saying he's scared to call. How about he just being consistent? I've never heard this nigga call a nigga out his whole career.
He was scared. He was scared to say
no. Hold on. How about it's just Tank being consistent?
Now he won't say he want to fight. He want to fight Devin.
You're not answering my question though. You're not answering my question. Who you ever heard Tank say?
I ain't get your question. I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
You ain't never heard. When have you ever heard Tank say, "I want to fight him"? Tank always the nigga getting called out. He ain't never. That's why I say he keeping the same energy. He ain't been calling out niggas. And he ain't started now.
So
y'all want him to do something he ain't done yet.
Don't tell me their corner, Calvin Ford, wasn't saying it's somebody we made famous, and we got to go get that back. You gonna tell me they were not calling out?
I see you, Fake.
They were calling out Issa Cruz for a second fight.
His coach said that. What I'm telling you is Tank just dismissed it a week ago on Twitter.
You're right. Because Tank also said
so why is we even talking about Pitbull anymore?
Because Tank also said in the interview once before that he ain't never asked for the big fights.
Exactly. He don't call nobody out. That's bro. Listen, bro.
But you don't still problem with that. But then I heard somebody say, "Yeah, Devin gonna want the same as Ryan." Devin deserves more than Ryan. I don't blame Devin. Keep doing what you're doing.
Who told y'all that though? What made you believe that and think that to say that out loud?
I don't got none of the numbers to do the analytics.
Exactly. You just pulling shit out your ass and you like, oh, he deserves it because he got a few belts.
Okay, he deserves it because you. Okay. This is what I'm gonna ask you.
How the hell Ryan deserves it?
Name one arena anything Ryan sold out without Tank.
Andrew Gray was good with it, brother.
Name one thing he did without Tank.
He ain't. Listen, you could be the biggest boxer.
Thank you. He ain't done. So what did he do to deserve so much money?
He just called him out and had all them fans, and they knew it was money, bro.
What did he do? Obviously, he don't have all those fans. Obviously, he don't have no fans because don't nobody. Oh, they just had fans for when he was fighting.
No, nigga, they watched him quit in the ring. Them Mexicans don't go like them. Mexicans watched him look at the judge and shake his head when he was on 7 and stand right up at 10. Them Mexicans ain't going for nobody quitting. That's why they had to put Ryan on regular. He couldn't do pay-per-view again. If he'd have got up like a man and let Tank finish him, they probably would have still fucked with him. He quit, and the Mexicans seen it. They don't go for that shit, and you know that.
Right.
The Mexicans want to see blood. You got to kill one of them. They not respecting that shit.
This is the thing. What about the timeline? Everybody keeps saying, Dev, it was going to fight. Look at Dev's timeline. You can even look at Loma's timeline. Loma was fighting for unifications. Loma wasn't going to fight Tank. Loma was fighting unifications. He was trying to get undisputed at 135. There was no time to even think about fighting Tank.
But they always hold that against them, though. They always say duck Loma.
When was Dev exactly going to fight Tank? Dev was locked up with when he was trying to, he got the WBA first, right?
Who?
Tank was still had I don't even know if he had the regular belt at that time. And then that's when Dev was like, well, I'm going to fight Tio, right? And everybody was like, well, why ain't Tio? I mean, no, it was Loma. Why ain't Loma fight Dev? When was Loma going to fight Dev? When Dev had just won a belt. Bob Arum said, yo, whoever wins the fight between who was it? Tio and was it Comey? Might have been Tio and Comey. Tio and Comey, that's who Loma's fighting next. They fought a year later. A year after Loma won his belt, that's when Tio and Loma fought.
P. Hunter. Dude, there was a time when Loma was trying to fight Tank, bro. He was calling Tank out.
Calling somebody out is not trying to fight
Tank. He called
somebody out is not trying to fight
with their fingers. And
calling somebody out about trying to
Mayweather,
fight them.
Floyd Mayweather threatened Tank with Loma.
That's
Tank should have been like, man, what calling?
That's total speculation. That's speculation.
I seen it. What you talking about? That ain't speculation. I saw it. That was on video.
And I said this to you one time.
Tank said.
That was on video. He said, "Hey, set your ass up before I call Tank." And Tank, before I call Loma. And Tank ain't say shit. Matter of fact, Tank started talking about leaving Floyd after he said that to him.
He said that about Pedraza. Tank was like, yo, I didn't even know I was going to fight Pedraza.
Yeah, Tank talked about leaving Floyd after he made that comment about set your ass up.
Hold on for a second, Dose. Let me say, because I know exactly what you're talking about. And this is what I said. We had the same conversation on Jay's channel one night. And I tried to give you a way to look at it that you probably never thought of. If I've been up under you and this dude might have called me out and I'm saying what's up with him, but you the one keep telling me, nah, we're not going that way. Nah, we're not going that way. And then all of a sudden, me and you have a fallout away from Loma. And then the first thing you say is, okay, come on, now you're going to fight Loma. That's where Tank coming at like, hold on, nigga, what you talking about? All of a sudden, now you want me to fight him once we having static with each other away from that. Y'all take that shit and run with it like Tank was scared of that man.
On top of that, Tank wanted to fight Loma because he never said fight Loma.
Discussing fights with Tank, but without Tank. So Tank, like, how is it that other people know who I'm about to fight before?
Exactly.
They go into that. It wasn't just they trying to.
It wasn't just Loma. Y'all pushing that shit
like you playing.
Oh, bro, that's the
imagine this. Imagine somebody making a fight. You the last person to know.
Y'all just say that Martin dude or whatever ran from Shakur Stevenson because he said the same thing that you just said. How y'all discussed it?
I never said that.
That was about money, though.
That was about money.
No, he said, but they discussed the fight about him fighting without him knowing about it, without him being there. So now it's a different story. Man, you got to keep the same story. If
you
it
got
works
that
for
wrong.
one, it works for
Shakur
the
did that on their own. That's why Shakur blew up. He said, me and you agreed over the phone, and then we set the contract, and you switched up the next day. And Frank said the problem was he synced how much money was in the pot and how much little of it he was getting.
Right. That was about money.
That was about bread. Frank like, oh, you gonna get 5 million and I'm only get 1. That's where that whole give me a little came from. Because he synced how much was in the pot. You gotta be consistent, bro. You gotta be consistent, bro.
They need to stop pocket watching that.
I wish they would have gave that man that money though. I do.
He was cool with the million till he realized his opponent was about to get 5. That's when he was like, hold up, give me a little more of that. That's any man would do some shit like that. Well, I'm gonna take the hardest fight and he getting this big ass pot, and then I'm telling you, well, give me another $500,000 or another million since it's 6 million in the pot. That's
why I ain't feel like he was no duck. I just felt like he handled business the wrong way.
Exactly.
Like, Bob Arum's side, he looking at like, bro, first off, you asked for this. I already thought it was too much, but then I'm like, F it, I'm gonna give it to you. Then on top of that, once you say you cool, you double back and say you need more. Like you got to look at it like that. Of course, it wasn't gonna go. You get what I'm saying? People was quick to say, it was Shakur doing this. Shakur ain't crunching numbers.
Yeah, you right.
Making the offers, like what?
But what I'm saying is, it came down to money though with that.
He just went about it the wrong way, I think, and it cost the fight.
That's going back to the. That's going back.
I remember when T.O. and Loma was gonna fight, right? And they had they stuff signed or whatever. They agreed to everything, and then T.O. asked for more money. Loma gave him the money out of his purse.
I mean, shit. I don't know. I respect it, but I don't expect everybody.
Just because somebody did something don't mean everybody after them have to do it.
Beyond you, way under his means out there.
Agreed.
They don't need no money out there like that.
Afghanistan is crazy.
Like, yo, I'm gonna give us some
it's
money.
not a matter of him being money hungry. He got a good team behind him. I keep saying, I think people place blame in the wrong areas. Do you really think he in there writing up contracts and they're crunching the numbers? He's the fighter. Of course, he gonna know what he getting. They can't blame a fighter for getting what they know their fighter is worth. That's what
but he is money hungry, Josh. He is.
Who's the A side, Martin or Shakur?
Everything, and his fans is cool with that.
So if Shakur is the A side, just like we've all been talking about, what was wrong with Martin accepting that $1 million when he's never fought over 200,000? What was wrong with that?
Right.
I don't understand that. You keep saying A side, B side stuff. If we all think that Shakur was the A side instead of pocket watching, and the most you've ever made in the fight was 200,000, somebody offering you $1 million, and I'm not saying Martin ducked him. That's not what I'm saying.
Nah, ain't a duck.
But I'm just saying, if somebody offered you $1 million and you're the B side, and you really think you can beat him, what's wrong with taking that fight?
let me get in on that one. But the reason is because you just said it yourself. But like, it wasn't a death. But what it was Frank Martin knows for a fact that it was a high probability that he was going to lose to Shakur Stevenson. That's the part that people don't want to put into it. When you look at these fighters who turn down contracts, their biggest paydays, it's a lot they go into it. It's not that they're afraid of this guy or they know they're going to lose. It's the fact that they don't know for a fact that they're going to win. Right. That's the part that we're leaving out. You know what I'm saying? That's why Frank Martin didn't want to fight. He like, man, it's early in my career. I already started late, but I'm older for a prospect. I don't want to take this loss to Shakur so early if I'm not going to be paid for it. Because right now, I can fight somebody else and build my name up more. I can lose to Shakur 2 years from down the line, and people going to respect me more in that loss. Because if I build my name up more, if Shakur beat me 2 years from now, it won't look so bad. That's how they think, bro.
Right. Brazil, the part is, man, before you even get into the two situations, you have to understand that they're two different situations. Frank Martin and Shakur is totally different from Devin and Shakur. That's for starters. You start right there by understanding them two situations are not the same. For me, I'm not into that soap opera shit because it gets redundant, right? You understand business for what it is, man, and you know that one guy don't have to accept the first thing thrown out there, and because he didn't, people took it and ran with it, and it's like you're not being realistic. And then when I ask a real question like when has he ever given somebody a damn take it or leave it offer, nobody answers the question because it would be nobody. And he did that for a reason. Now, he flexed on him. You could call it whatever you want, but it's not about moving funny. I think dudes is not going. Everybody not going to move the same. Because one guy took less don't mean the next guy is going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not in the same position. And I say this all the time, man. That dude got a good team behind him, which is why he get paid well. You ain't never heard him going into no fights or crying about how much he get paid. You don't hear that. You get what I'm saying? People see money hungry. He been getting paid. I don't look at boxing that way. I don't care about his paychecks, how much he get paid, and none of that. I just be wanting to see the fights, man. And I know that fight didn't happen because the business wasn't agreed on. It's that simple. Whether you want to call somebody a duck or whatever, the business wasn't agreed on, and no fight could be made. You get what I'm saying? It's just that simple. That's
I agree with that, Josh. But when people say that type of thing, then you can't call Frank a duck then. Not saying you, I'm just saying other people. You can't call Frank a duck.
Look, I got a question. I got a specific question for JusDueBoxing, bro, because it's been a while since I've been on a live panel with you, but I do get some things I've been wanting to talk about with you that I can't really talk about in the chat, right? No. So let's talk about this whole Shakur situation, right? I know you're a big Shakur supporter. That's why I want to bring it to your attention, right? So I'm gonna tell you how I've seen the last year and a half to now, and I want you to tell me if you agree or if you see something different, right? So I'm a Devin Haney fan. You know this,
right?
But what it looked like to me is before Shakur came to 130, there was a lot of talks about because back then Devin had already been applying pressure on Tank way back then, and it looked like we was getting closer and closer to getting that fight. But as soon as Shakur came to 130, it seemed like everybody flipped and started throwing Shakur on Devin. They did it so much so to the point where I'm not convinced that a lot of people think Shakur just up and flipped up on Devin on some crazy shit, but I'm not convinced that a lot of it didn't have nothing to do with the fans that was pushing Shakur to go after Devin. Right? The reason I bring that up is because now that Devin Haney is at 140 and Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis is at 135, I still don't see Tank Davis sending Shakur Stevenson a contract. And not only that, now that Devin Haney is at 140, and Tank Davis did mention multiple times that he is going to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney just went on live television and told everybody, Tank Davis, we are waiting on the contract from you. Now, not only did Tank Davis not respond to that or his team, they telling Devin, if you're going to go to 147, fight Boots. So now you can't throw Shakur in front of Tank Davis to protect him for Devin. Now you want to throw Boots in front of Devin Haney to protect him from Tank Davis. My point to you is, bro, what I'm saying is weird ass energy, bro, because if Devin Haney going to 140 and Tank Davis and them keep claiming that Devin is too big and he's not coming down and he's not compromising, why won't you still a contract to Shakur Stevenson? We're still at 135. As a Shakur supporter, I want to know how you feel about this because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna give it to you to give your answer. But I hear a lot of people because Tank Davis, the excuse they'll give is, well, Bob Arum not gonna make that fight. But I distinctly remember the last time I heard Bob Arum open up his crushed ass mouth He was sitting right next to Shakur Stevenson, and he said, "We are open to a Tank Davis fight now because now we control a lot of the money." So I want to know how you feel as a Shakur.
I heard a lot of that same stuff too, and my only feelings as to why he wouldn't send him a contract is I would say Bob Arum. I really would, because he's not consistent with if he'll actually make that fight or not. Because at the same token, he might have said that, but I also heard him say, you know, when he asked about Tank, he damn near screamed on the reporter for it. I forget which one of the platforms it was, but he damn near snapped at him when he mentioned it. And he like, why would I look to make fights with Tank when I could make fights over here? So it's like he got to be more consistent. That's my only issue. But at the same time, I think both of these dudes got to really show interest in wanting to fight each other. And
my thing is,
might take for Shakur to remove himself from Top Rank for that to be a clear path. It might be that, because that might be a roadblock. I hear you. I did hear when he said that, he made that comment about controlling most of the money. But I mean, I think that's promoter talk, man. It's like, bro, you saying it, but are you really willing to do so? Because then what needs to take place? And I don't just expect nobody to send no contract like that, right? Some type of negotiation. You got to sit down. You get on the phone. Something got to make sense. I hear what people are saying, but I want to hear that something is being done. So I hear him.
So where is that phone call though? Like you said, I understand what you're saying too. So where is the phone call? Because I heard Tank Davis team come out and say they reached out to Devin. You know, I never heard them once say they reached out to try to fight Shakur. Yeah.
I haven't heard it either. And listen, I don't have all the answers. The only thing I can say, the way I look at that is because of their situations different. I feel like Devin got more of a little flexible situation, right? Where Shakur is, you know, that's always been the problem, right? How many people really think that fight is going to be made with him being on Top Rank? I don't know how confident I am that fight gets made with him there. I just don't know. You get what I'm saying? Unless Bob Arum really come out and you know, really be open and honest about wanting to make a fight with Tank, I just don't see it. And like, and it'll be out of the fighter's hands. I feel like it's going to be a roadblock when it comes to that. Get what I'm saying? I heard him sound too wishy-washy when it comes to that. Like, whether it's because he want most of the money for himself and he ain't unwilling to do business with Tank. I don't know what it is, but I need to hear more consistency from Bob Arum's side when it comes to making a fight with Tank Davis, for me, because I know what the fighters are saying. I know what Shakur just said recently about the fight. I know what I'm saying. So I just want to know what the promoter, the guy that be responsible for, you know, what's going on. I want to know what he think for real. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that fight, but I don't know if
I just think it's funny though that Devin Haney name been mentioned with everybody, bro, from 135 to 140. If Devin Haney can't fight all them guys at the same time, then he definitely ducked somebody. He definitely ducked somebody, but they don't have to fight each other. No, everybody mentioning Devin Haney. Everybody. Yeah, everybody. Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Matias, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Everybody mentioning Devin Haney. Everybody.
Pleasing you niggas, man.
Yeah.
Right, guys.
You're supposed to mention the champ at 140.
I just told you niggas at 135 still mentioning Devin Haney.
Shakur was mentioning Devin Haney at 135 when Devin Haney was at 135.
They've been mentioning Devin Haney since he left. Tank Davis still mentioning Devin Haney right now.
What did he say about that?
He told Devin Haney, I'm sending you 10%. Just like Dylan told Shakur, I should have sent you 10. Tank said, that's what I'm gonna send you.
It's called fucking with somebody.
Exactly. Now y'all can decide. Now y'all can decide how a nigga feel and what he really think. He was just fucking with this.
Let me speak for me. Like, when it comes to that Twitter stuff, I take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt, no matter who it's coming from. I think it'd be a lot of shit talking and posturing when it be on Twitter, because that's what people do. A lot of trolling. Like, I don't know how y'all look at Twitter or AKA X, but I look at that as the home of troll city. Like, that's all people do is troll, try to one up each other and talk shit. So when you say 10%, I don't take that serious, because for one, you throwing it in the media. And when we know one thing, we know when numbers are being discussed openly, ain't no fight coming no time soon. So I just look at that as that shit talking, because that's rule number one of how you don't get a fight made. putting the business out there, type of business. Like you don't put up what you will offer him. So I think as soon as I seen it, I looked at it as one of those. I thought he had tweet and deleted, just shit talk.
But we can't pick and choose. We can't pick and choose, but we gotta be consistent, bro. Because when I was listening, I just heard people up here saying that Devin Haney keeps saying this dude's name and Tank Davis never say his name. If he's not serious about fighting Devin, he just fucking with him. Why is you jumping in a conversation between two other niggas like you want to fight him when you know damn well Devin Haney want to fight you? Why would you say something if you're not serious about fighting him?
But not only that, the timeline when when Tank sent that 10%, like we said, it's just Twitter finger stuff. Actually, Devin Haney was still at 135. He hadn't relinquished the belts at that time.
Right. All right.
I mean, even if just think about the thing with the 25% for Shakur and Dev. Now, come on, Dev knows that the WBC, their mandatory purse split is like 30%.
Yep.
How the hell are you going to offer that man 25%? And then when Shakur was like, you know what, let's go to the WBC and see what they say. And then it was like, well, Shakur asked for 50-50. No, what happened was the rules state that if they can't come up in that period that they give, they can't come up with some kind of split. Then Shakur's team was like, well, hell, if we can't come up with a split, we're going to show how our numbers are, so the WBC will say, okay, we can make this 50-50, but the WBC could have still said, no, we're not going to give you 50-50. We're going to give you 30 like you're supposed to get 30. And that would have been the end of it.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that's the same situation when Devin Haney wanted to fight Tank Davis. And he said that he was going to go to the commission to make that fight get forced. And Tank Davis said, if you do that, I will drop his belt so they don't force me to fight you because then you will be able to get more money than I'm willing to offer you. And all y'all stepped in and defended that bullshit because y'all said Tank Davis ain't got to just and go to the board to get more money out of you. Hey, the regular belt, you been keeping up. Have you been keeping up?
Didn't Haney had the Super Bowl, didn't he?
Yes.
That's not the same because Tank and Devin fight wasn't a mandatory position. The Shakur and Devin was a mandatory position. That's why he went to the organization about the 30-70.
Are you listening to what I'm telling you? I'm telling you, Devin Haney was going to use the fact that Tank Davis had a belt that he shared with him to get a fight with him, and Tank Davis said, I will drop this belt before I let you force me to fight you.
When Devin had the Super Belt, why would Devin even care about the regular belt when he had the Super Belt?
Because he wanted to fight Tank Davis. I've been trying to tell y'all this shit for 4 years.
Nobody can mandate that. Just because you yell don't make it true.
Just because Devin said he was going to do something, that makes no sense because Tank could have like Tank said, why do you want this belt when you got that makes no sense.
Because he wants to fight Tank Davis. Because he wants to fight Tank Davis. That's the point y'all not getting it.
No, the point you're not getting, there was no part for the sanctioning body to mandate the fight is what I'm saying.
Right, that's what I was just saying.
Every time somebody tell y'all something about why Devin Haney want to fight Tank Davis, y'all come back with 1,000 excuses for why Tank Davis don't have to fight the motherfucker. Y'all been doing this shit for 4 years. Now he's too big, right? He wasn't too big at first. He wasn't too big at first. Now Devin Haney is too big, right? But y'all come up with excuses. Every time somebody says Tank Davis got to fight Devin Haney, y'all motherfuckers come up with excuses. Just like Kenny Evans, just like Calvin Ford, bro. Just like Calvin Ford.
Over and over again, why did Devin only try once to fight Shakur? That's the question I be trying to ask because it's like I don't have the answers to it. I know that actually happened. Like outside of when it comes to them two both equally, I don't see nothing other than people saying he won it. And then they'll be like, well, he the A side send contracts. And to my understanding, there's nothing in the rule book stopping a B side guy from sending a contract for that matter, or offer, or whatever the case. So I just
nothing whatsoever.
Listen, I'm gonna call it how I feel like I said, man. I think them two dudes will fight each other. But I think we got to get on the same page, man. Especially with Devin Haney doing this thing, man. It's gonna be a lot of ego going on into that fight, man. It ain't gonna be as easy as somebody sending some damn offer.
Man, it's not, ain't no fight gonna be amazing, bro.
They gotta get on the same page. I would like to know, me wholeheartedly, I would honestly like to know would they like to fight each other. Me, as sitting at home, I think they would, but I would like to know from both of them. I heard what Devin Haney just said. he said he don't think Tank want the fight. He ain't say I want it too though, but Bill saying like they want it. I ain't saying he's saying he don't want it, but I ain't hearing straight out my mouth, I want the Tank fight. You get what I'm saying? I heard him say Tank putting the fight down. He don't really want it. He spoke for what Tank. You can't speak for Tank. I want to hear him speak for himself. I know what it's about, and I want people to hear me clear. Not saying Devin Haney don't want to fight. I just want to know like what's the like. Is that really a fight in your sights? You get what I'm saying? At all? You at 140 now? Is he in your rear view now? You get what I'm saying? Is 135 behind you? Is it no way this fight gonna be made, or do y'all really want to fight him? You get what I'm saying? I get it, both guys. It's a lot of posturing. People go back and forth. I ain't taking no side. I just want to see a fight. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what it's going to be, but I think for starters, they got to get on the phone together. The teams
like
got to talk.
said,
All that
said,
posturing, I don't care about A side, B side, all of that. They the only ones that benefit what they get paid, not us. We the ones that help them get paid because we're gonna pay for that damn fight the minute they announce it, right? So I just want to see it, bro. And I think
they want to fight each other.
They gotta really be real with us and themselves. Do y'all want to fight each other, or do y'all not care? You get what I'm saying?
They want to fight.
I hear some people who like don't need him. Nah, it ain't about need. Do he want to fight him? And again, on the other side, Tank, do you want to fight him? I ain't taking no side. I really want to see the fight. That should be a hell of a fight. I know it. I know what I've been watching with them two dudes, and I know I'll get me a good fight. Leon, what's good with it, bro?
It's not just Devin, though, bro. I mean, if you're not in Frank Davis not gonna fight Devin, fight Shakur or fight Frank Morgan. Because one thing y'all talk about, when I say y'all, I'm just putting it out there. I ain't saying nobody up here. Yeah, I ain't saying people up here, but from my point of view, when I say y'all, I'm talking about just what I hear on the internet. I hear people talking shit about Devin, but one thing about Devin we know is if he don't get Tank and he don't get Shakur, he gonna try to make the next big fight that he can. Tank Davis not even trying to make the next big fight. He's not even doing it.
You know what?
Hey, look, in their background.
I'll say this, right? Because I can't sit up here and argue for what moves anybody make, right? But I know that guy said once before he is a prize fighter. And I'm telling you, like he say, let people know what it is. And I said this before, I'm not making no case for you not fighting the people that we want to see you fight, right? I'm not. But at the same token, man, like I done seen a guy who he cared. Obviously, he ain't chasing belts and he chasing the money, man. I think the legacy could come with it. I can't speak for what moves he gonna make moving forward. I can't say who he is or ain't gonna fight. I know what fights I want to see him in, but I mean, look, he told you what it was. At the end of the day, say a prize fighter, right? So it's you got to consider money is gonna be a factor when it comes to making a Tank Davis fight. He got to pad one of himself, one of his own, bro. You get what I'm saying? I think it's just different factors when it comes to making a fight with that dude. And it's been what it's been with the guys that he's been in the ring with. But I think as you step it up and you fight these other A-level guys, I think it's gonna be some real conversations that need to be had if these fights really gonna be made. All that flexing the A side this, A side that, you gotta come up here, you gotta do this. That's not gonna get us no fight, bro. I know it ain't. It ain't gonna get us no fight. Damn, I can't blame either side. I just want to know. That's why I say the only thing is fair is do y'all really want to fight each other? Because if y'all do, then y'all gonna be willing to talk about it, right? Y'all gonna be willing to sit down, right? Both of y'all, right? And I'm just speaking for both. I'm a boxing supporter. I'm talking for both of them dudes. Y'all gonna be willing to talk to each other because you can't just keep saying, I'll fight him. We get it. I always believed you'll fight him. Do you want to fight him is the real question. And you get what I'm saying? That, yeah, I know you would fight him, but do you want to? It's a different question. And that goes the same on the other end. Do you want to fight him or do you not give a fuck? Are you at 135 and that's where you at and it ain't nothing unless he come down there? That's the stuff I want to know. So we ain't got to go back and forth about it. But again, what brought me here today is hearing his name more recently be brought up. And it sounds like they got genuine interest in wanting to fight him. So you get what I'm saying? So that's what brought me back here again. He's saying we free, we available. I'm like, oh man, it sounds like you want to fight Tank. The truth, and I don't know what Tank's saying right now.
So what they gonna do about that mandatory?
Nah, that's what I was about to say. Because the truth is about them both being available is Devin got a mandatory coming up, and we don't know the opponent yet. But Tank obviously got something lined up. They saying he fighting in March, so we can use common sense to know that both of them got to be in the ring within the next 6 months, and they can't be with each other. That's just common sense, right?
Was next for the winner of Regis, and then I don't know if that's exactly how it's gonna play out, but I did hear the winner either whether it been Regis or the winner had to fight Sandor and Martin.
Yeah, hey, if that's the case, 6 months to do it.
Hey, if that's the case, then I don't think they're gonna fight each other, bro. Because I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Devin Haney already said, like, yeah, he made 140, but you know, Devin Haney not even making 140 either right now. So you talking about another fight in between? Devin Haney might be at 147 after his next fight.
Right. That's why I say,
so
man.
If he's gonna be there, why the fuck say Tank name at the end of your fight? You and your dad. Why do that if you know you ain't gonna be there?
They don't know that. That's the point you don't understand. They don't know that. Devin don't know what his body gonna do. He's gonna try to stay there. Just like he tried to stay at 135.
They know.
Yeah, just like he tried to stay at 135. So you didn't see Devin try to stay at 135 either, huh? Y'all just want to ignore that he tried to stay there.
I was talking about it the other day, King Judah. What I feel like is that overstay at 135. Like I said to the people, like we could arguably say at the very least he might have stayed there 3 fights too long, right? 2 Camboses and a Loma, right? The trifecta. And I felt like that little run right there, even though you stood on business, you did it for a reason, right? You did it for a reason, right? You wanted to become undisputed, and then you wanted to beat Loma, defend your belts and beat him, right? But those 3 fights might have shortened your run at 140 is what I'm thinking. Because if you already got up there and it's hard, that's a good reason why you stood there. You stayed at 135, a few fights too long. And if you
I agree.
That's gonna be the reason why. I think so. Staying there 3 fights too long possibly shortened your run at 140 is what I'm saying.
Because I mean, he said the weight wasn't easy to make. I saw him at the little weigh-in. His eyes looked a little bit sunk in. You know what I'm saying? And even Regis said Devin Haney not making 140. So if your opponent know that, it must have been obvious to tell. But you know what I'm saying? He see Devin way more than we were seeing Devin, so he was able to watch him in real time and know that Devin Haney wasn't making the weight. So all I'm saying is, I don't think the fight gonna happen now.
I got a question for the panel. Let's say Tank says, you know what, I'm gonna go to 140, no rehydration clause, and Dev beats Tank. Does that mean at this point in time Dev was actually the better fighter all this time?
Well, I believe that anyway. So I'm biased. You can't ask me that because I'm biased. I believe Devin better anyway. So.
Hey, look,
we know.
Look, I'm biased, but I'm gonna tell you this: I don't give a fuck whatever they agree to. Whenever they step in that square circle, whoever wins is the winner. And you ain't gonna find too many niggas that like Tank more than me. But whatever they agree to, when they sit their ass in that ring and they box, whatever the outcome is, that's what we going with.
Right.
To me, I'm not getting ready to hold nothing. Now, if Devin come down to 35, I can just hear it in your voice. You gonna talk about how it killed him out. Whatever the fuck they agree to, I just want to see them 2 niggas box. Because I don't hate Devin Haney. I'm gonna keep saying that to people. I actually like Devin Haney. I just can't stand his fans.
I'm like most Haney fans. Whatever Devin think he can do, I'm with it. I support it. Do I think it's smart to go back to 135? No. But when Devin announced he going back to 135 to fight Tank, I'm gonna talk all kind of shit like Tank don't stand a chance.
Hey, what about what I said about
anybody?
Dev should stay at 140. Don't go down to 135 and fight Tank. That's a waste of Dev's time.
Yo, I think a lot of it had to do.
But again, y'all, it's always a good conversation, good build, man. Again, if they didn't say it, if I ain't hear Tank name like that a couple times, I wouldn't have brought it up today. But
so Justin,
for the panel, has anybody considered a rematch clause in the contract, just like the Spence and Bud? At one weight, fight it, depending on win, lose, or draw. Do a rematch at the other weight. Is that possible?
Yeah. A lot of people don't do that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these new fighters don't like to do the rematch clauses. But yeah, I think that'll be cool.
With Tank and Devin, it will have to be a trilogy anyway.
Yo, I wanted to say I think that a lot of it have to do with who was handling Tank too. You know what I'm saying? As far as the fight not being made, because I heard somebody talking about Loma saying, Loma was too busy to fight Tank, to call out Tank or whatnot. But that's the only reason I really even know about Devin Haney, because I was a Tank fan. I put my homie on the Tank and everything. He's still a Tank fan to this day. And Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? Bob Arum was talking about the best thing since Muhammad Ali, I believe is what he said. And
Right.
you know that was offending me, and all of how they was acting like he was the best fighter out there. He was pound for pound #1, and you had Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward out there, and then he started calling out Tank, and I was like, yo, Tank better knock this boy out, man. And then one day it was an interview, and one of the reporters asked Tank about it. And I don't know if it was because it was like early, like Tank wasn't used to talking in front of cameras or whatnot, but Tank seemed like he was very reluctant to, go aggressively towards this, talking about Lomachenko. And Floyd just got it, jumped out and said, ain't no rush. Tank is okay. See, my thing is this. At the end of the day, easy work. You know what I'm saying? And basically,
before I got a little interesting theory on this, some of them Tank call outs, and this is just me. I think some of them dudes understood full well what Floyd's intentions was with Tank, especially early on, and they can't tell me no damn different. I think they used that shit because he was very vocal about how he moved them, and he'll say stuff like, "Don't worry about Tank, y'all worry about this, go y'all fight each other." All this stuff through the years, man. I think people used them like kind of like a shield to say they want smoke. Because I would love to hear Loma say you want to fight Tank now. Tell me you want to fight Tank now, man, with no Floyd Mayweather. Apparently, like in the picture to the effect that he was once upon ago. So I want to hear that energy now,
right?
Loma.
Devin and Shakur, they need to fight each other.
Yeah, I would love to see it though, man. But I get y'all. I just feel like Tank. It was some context to that shit when he was playing that Lomachenko card with him back in the day. I think that's weak, and I do my reading, so I remember him speaking on that and saying something about like, just think about it, you the fighter, but you might hear that you gonna fight somebody by reading it, or you might see a tweet or something, and that's who you fight. Somebody discussing you fighting a guy, and ain't nobody talk to you. That sound crazy. Like, yo, what? And like you mentally prepare before anything. You think the fighter is the first guy to know who the opponent gonna be. You get what I'm saying? Why would he be the last one? So I think that's it's weird. You know what I mean? I don't think fights get made that way, man. You let a dude know who they gonna fight. Y'all at least discuss it. You don't discuss it with everybody else and not the fighter, and think he ain't gonna feel no type of way. So that's how I looked at it. I know a lot of people looked at it like, I think he was scared of Loma. I never think that. I can't think like that. Scared of that.
Let me say this, and I'm about to go. Let me say this. It was a pleasure talking to y'all, bro. Just do you already know, bro. But my thing is just here. Everybody know I'm not the biggest. Everybody know I'm not the biggest Tank fan, bro. But honestly, 2024, if 2024 gets past Tank Davis without him fighting an elite fighter, boy, all y'all Tank apologies. But y'all gonna be looking bad out here, bro. For real. Y'all think I be going in now? But people gonna lose all respect for Tank apologies if y'all still defending him after 2024 and he ain't out no elite fighters, bro. Being real with y'all. On that note, y'all think
you're gonna lose the respect.
No, it's gonna be everybody. Hey, hold on. You ain't see E.J. Smith. Y'all heard when E.J. Smith told Tank Davis, boy, you better start fighting somebody so people stop taking you serious. Y'all ain't hear that? Where that happened, bro? Ishay, that's his name, right? Just do Ishay what? That dude's name is?
Who said it?
Ishay Smith, some nigga, man. He used to be with the Mayweather camp.
WBA just said, not just said, but the WBA is supposed to be saying that Tank is going to either have to fight Edward De Los Santos or Frank Martin next for that belt.
If he fight Edwin or Frank next, what you gonna say?
No, I would take them. I'll take them fights. Don't respect the fights.
Right after that, if he come out of that fight and say, I want to fight Shakur next before I move up, then what would you say?
No, but I'm gonna give him his respect. I'm gonna say, goddamn, Tank doing what I want him to do. Shit, all I'm gonna be able to say.
The next one. When he fought Hector Garcia, a bunch of people killed him because Hector was moving up from 30. But he openly said, I'm taking the tune-up before I fight Ryan. Y'all agree with that, right? He openly said that. That was his first time fighting without Floyd and them involved.
Yeah, them 2 fights, them
Them 2
back-to-back
fights.
fights.
That's why he had a 2 fight. It was like I got this fight coming, but the next fight's there. That's why Ryan tweeted the night of the
You
fight.
see how
Like,
it was
thank God
lined
for the
up,
fight.
right?
And
Like, I like that. I just want to hear everybody still call his ass out now, because shit, if I wanted to fight you before and I couldn't, and it was a roadblock in the way, and it
now
was
let's
clear
do
that roadblock is no longer, I still want to fight you, especially when you got people cashing out 30 mil.
Yeah, I didn't.
You're on your way out anyway. Don't act like you ain't running your victory lap, bro.
Dude, did you talk about that $4 million yet?
Say that again.
That $4 million that Bill said Matias wanted for the fight.
Yeah,
that was fraud.
And even with me, I'm so fair with that. I felt like, you know, a lot of people, they just call cap right away. You even see I
that was
cap in my title, but
the dude talking to Bill was probably
lying. When Bill was speaking to the Peter Khan guy, I think he felt like that was actual, you know, representation for Matias, and whatever conversation they had on the phone is what they had. So to his knowledge, he like, yo, y'all asking for $4 million, so it wasn't a cap. It was just
I mean, those
you could hear
Bill Haney know who he be talking to. That was cap in my opinion.
Came out and
all those guys know who their represent. Most of those guys know who who to talk to and what the representatives are. If you're in the sport of boxing like that, and you're promoters and your managers and things of that nature, you should know who other fighters' managers are. So I believe, in my opinion, I think it was cap.
Because Rachel Donan was like, "Yo, that's not his bench." Even Rachel Donan knew that, and she, you know, she ain't got no dog in this fight.
I got a question. If Tank Davis offered Frank Martin $1 million, would everybody be okay with that?
Yeah.
Said it what? If Frank Martin did what?
If Tank Davis offered Frank Martin $1 million, would everybody be okay with that?
I would get bread on the back end and shit too, or not?
Yeah, like shit, we don't have no choice. Frank Martin.
There's a reason why I asked that question. There's a reason why I asked that question.
If Frank Martin would be cool with it, I'm cool. I don't give a damn what he get offered if he take the fight. I'd like to see.
So the reason I asked that question is, what's the difference between fighting Tank for $1 million and fighting Shakur for $1 million?
Oh no, I get you.
Big difference.
I get you.
Well, what I mean, $1 million is $1 million.
Right. I definitely get you. Right. He gonna say, nah, man. Like he gonna see what Tank get in his old pocket watching that. He gonna
okay, like, yeah, exactly. So that's why I brought that up.
Man,
he ain't gonna do that with Tank. He ain't gonna do that with Tank.
Nah, I like Frank Martin, but I'm just joking.
He ain't gonna do that with Tank because that pay-per-view is gonna be something sweet that Shakur couldn't have even came close to. So he'll take that $1 million from
I don't think he do Shakur like that. I mean, I don't think he'll do Frank Martin like that anyway, bro.
I'm not saying he was. I was just a hypothetical question.
Yeah, I always wish, truthfully though, when I seen the way the situation unfolded, I wish whatever could have. If I'd have had it my way, I would have wished they would have gave him whatever it is he asked for. That little I wish they would have gave it to him.
I think was it like $500K?
I swear, for real.
But it was like that was the first time when I actually heard Bob Arum explain the situation, where it was hard for me to be like, yo, he don't sound like he making sense right here. It made a lot of sense. He was like, hey, he explained it. He like, imagine somebody telling you, asking for something, and you like, man, damn, that's a little hot. Then you'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna give it to him anyway. You know what I mean? You give them exactly what they asked for. And then later on, they'd be like, you know what I mean? I think they said he had a contract for like a day or something. And he looked over and asked for that little and Bob, you talking about Pamper Bob? He like, man, hell nah, it ain't about it ain't going like that. You know he ain't giving it up like that.
Hey, Judge, that $1 million from Tank is a different number though, because you know he sells back end. He got the pay-per-view numbers on the back end.
Always. So that's why I say, man, you offer. You know, he might be like, man, Tank it, how much? Nah, man.
That's a different conversation. Before
you might need a lot of with Tank.
Niggas gotta stop watching pockets, man. For real.
That's why I hate. I do hate the money talk though, because we don't get it, but. Sometimes some certain conversations have to be had, man. But overall, man, I just wish these dudes could be
now,
more.
Hold on. If the WBA is going to order that fight, are they going to say the winner? I hope it's the winner between De Los Santos and Frank Martin fights Tank.
Yeah, I would like to see
that fight. I
Tank
like to
fight
see that
Frank
fight.
Martin because people think he won't fight none of these people. I just don't see that. I would like to see it though. I wouldn't mind seeing it. And the reason I ain't saying Dos Santos is because we clearly just seen him and Frank. You know, he been in the wind for a little bit, man. He been kind of quiet. Something make me feel like he got something going on, announcement or something. He got to be fighting soon. Got to be. Gotta be. And ain't he in line anyway, man? Where he ranked at? Where they got Frank ranked at, man? Where's Frank at?
WBA? He's not in the WBA. He might be like 1 or 2.
KO was good with it, bro. I stop spitting. If I close on you. Spitting everywhere. Freestyle Media Sports was good with it, bro. How you feeling? What's good with you?
Oh, Just the whole thing about that $4 million. It was funny because when they spoke, when the guy Panda and Bill Haney was on the call this morning with that I don't like to say his name because I know he like to tell on people. But that cat,
right?
It was interesting to see them. The coach basically was like, "Yo, you know," he was like, "Yo," Bill was like, "Well, I called whoever, and then when I called your man Juan picked up the phone and hung up on me twice." And the trainer was like, "He was like, yo," he was like,
some tomfoolery going on around here.
Salute KO.
He was like, yo, you can't speak that. He barely can speak English.
Yeah, for real though. That's crazy though, man. If somebody, I'm gonna just say this because he said he had the conversation and they straightened it out. But whoever said anything about $4 million, and whoever you are, you wow, don't put that on Matias like that. Knowing damn well that dude will fight you just to beat your ass. No, that man don't care, man. People like that, like what I'm saying is a Matias type of fighter. You're not ever gonna hear about the reason to fight that happened because he wanted too much money. Like that's not that type of dude. He gonna be cool with whatever it is he getting, and your ass is the prize. You know what I'm saying? That's half the prize for that dude beating your ass.
Can I ask y'all something, bro?
KO was good with it. Talk to me.
I was saying, so if somebody will come out, right, and they'll flat out just blatantly lie to you and tell you that somebody will get for $4 million, and the person they talking to is somebody that don't even manage the fighter that they talking about. If they're willing to do that, why do you believe anything? Why should we as fight fans believe anything else that they say, bro? So if they're willing, my point is, if they're willing to do that, when they tell you, oh, this person's team didn't reach out to me. Oh, I reached out to this other team for 4 different times. Oh, this person was gonna get this much money, but they turned it down. Oh, that person will get that much money and turn it down. Like if they'll lie to you like that and tell you that somebody asked for some money and they didn't even name the right person and got called out immediately on it like that, bro. If they as a fight fan, fuck being a Haney fan or a Tank fan or a Shakur fan, whatever. As a fight fan,
how you know the man ain't make a mistake though, bro?
If they'll publicly lie to you like that,
bro.
What makes you believe anything that they say, bro?
Bill Haney. Bill Haney,
how you know he ain't make a mistake though, bro?
Right.
So he made the mistake. He made the mistake of telling you, number one, it's one thing that's like, hey man, I'm trying to make a fight with SUBRIEL Matias. Oh shit, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't even manage him. Okay, well, do you know who that? That's a mistake. But saying that you, so I want you to hear it, bro. So not only did I
specific with that,
not only did I talk to him, right? Not only did I talk to him, the dude that's not even his manager told me that he was asking for $4 million. That's a mistake, bro. So Peter Cohen is stupid, like, oh yeah, bro, I don't even manage him, but yeah, he won $4 million for the fight. That's a mistake. What are we talking about, bro?
He's gonna cash up that shit to him.
If Bill Haney,
like I say, I don't even manage him, but I called him anyway. He said he won $4 million for the fight. Like, come on, bro. But I say that to say, so if you'll do that, I don't know how y'all get down, bro. But if somebody would just play on my intelligence and insult me like that, people always ask me, well, knockout. Every time somebody bring up a point, like that's kind of a cop out when you say, don't come to me with what Bill Haney said, bro. But look, this right here is an example of why, bro.
You got to understand his method of his madness, though, bro. See, Bill Haney, he might be lying, but he doing that for a reason.
Lie to you, bro.
You gotta have some type of integrity.
He been lying. Bill been lying. Y'all know that. He
That nigga belong
Bill,
to
y'all
the
think
bad
Bill an
police,
honest
bro.
motherfucker.
So
I'm convinced if Bill Haney tell you niggas the color of the sky is purple, y'all
I
gonna
agree
believe.
with you, bro.
But he stay that he
I
do that to
agree
stay
with you, bare
relevant
knuckle.
though.
I agree with you, bare knuckle. So if we know this to be true,
Because guess
how
what?
come?
Because we talking about it right now. That's all he
No,
wanted.
no.
He wanted us to talk about it,
I
bro.
understand what you're saying, but in the middle of these lies, bare knuckle, other fighters get drugged through the mud.
Right, exactly.
Other fighters get made to look like shit. Other fighters get denigrated because of these lies. So it's not just like a white lie, like he just saying some shit that don't affect nobody. Fighters lose fans, or fighters get shit on every day on the internet because of some of these lies that are being told about them by
I
this
hear that.
man. So if
I
that's
hear that.
like
But I'm just
so
saying,
why
what fighter though?
can't we?
What fighter has lost credibility behind Bill though?
Oh, you
Well,
you
the fact
you
that
don't hear
Bill would say that about
you
Matias
don't
is
hear
some
about
people that probably
you don't
The
know
fact
about
that y'all done call half of
Y'all not
boxing a
heard
duck
me,
for
bro.
not fighting
Bill
Devin.
been a lying motherfucker though, bro.
Y'all done call half of
but
This
you
boxing a
ain't
don't
his
duck.
think
first lie, bro.
you don't think Shakur Stevenson lost fan base and lost some credibility
We
in the
don't care
past
about
2 or
that
3
nigga, though,
months?
bro. We don't care about that
Shakur.
nigga, though, bro.
Maybe some casuals.
Y'all call
I think
half
he got more of a
boxing ducks
diehard
because of
fan
shit they
base
said.
anyway, so we still right here now.
They call half the boxers ducks because of what they said.
But hold on, just the
Nah,
example that KO just
I'll
gave
say this though.
everybody.
All
Just
jokes
the
aside,
example KO
people
just gave
prison for the
everybody.
moment,
Right
so
now, people thinking Matias is a duck.
Right.
Yes, bro.
You know how
Half of boxing been called the duck because of the Haneys.
Like SUBRIEL Matias, bro, he deserved big fights. I want to see him in there with Tank. I want to see him in there with Devin. I want him to get a Teofimo fight.
Me too.
Them niggas ain't trying to die.
Instead of saying that he deserved big fights, people today are trying to call him a duck like he running from something, bro.
Yeah.
But
And it's
y'all
not
know better. It's the casuals that think that.
All right, bro.
But the casuals is what really sells fights.
The casuals ain't paying attention to all the Bill Haney talk. That don't count.
Right.
That's not, that don't apply.
If the casuals get some bad, if the casual get some bad information on you, they can instantly stop liking you because they're casuals. That's why they're casuals.
I'm convinced if Bill Haney tell you niggas the sky's the color purple, y'all gonna believe him. I'm convinced.
At least gonna check.
They gonna at least look out the window real fast.
Bill
at
is
least
the
gonna look
ultimate
up and
pimp.
check. Let
At
me
least
see.
gonna go out.
Bill is definitely the ultimate
purple. Let
pimp.
me see.
I just don't. Bro. I don't know how other people think, bro. I just know, like, in my life, if I know you done stole from me,
right?
I'm looking at you funny no matter where we at in public. I'm looking at you. I'm checking my motherfucking pockets and shit. I'm looking at you a certain type of way. So if I know that you've been caught in blatant lies multiple times, now do I believe that? Now am I supposed to believe that the Muhammad Ali Act says what you said it does? And am I supposed to now believe that the 75-25 with Tank Davis, and I'm supposed to believe everything that you say?
If you believe anything Bill said, you crazy anyway, bro. That's all I got to say.
I think the only people that believe in that stuff is Devin Haney.
That's who I'm talking about.
But there's a lot. And shout out,
bro,
to
hold on.
Because what they'll do
y'all
is
sitting here
they're
acting
allowed.
like
Hold on, bro.
Devin Haney
I'm
fans
talking, bro. I'm talking.
Bro, you been talking.
Okay, and I'm still talking. You can't just come up here and start talking while I'm in the middle of a sentence, big dog.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
So, but what you can say that it's just his fans, but his fans are loud, bro, and they got a voice, and they ride. So the battery be putting they back, and they'll go. So it ain't his fans had like, bro. He had 16,000 people show up to his fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got fans, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But they take wrong information, and then they run with it, and now other fighters get drugged through the mud because of it. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Right.
Oh, I understood what you were saying though, bro.
I think most Haney fans take what Bill say with a grain of salt, because I do. You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
big dose. I can't let you.
Devin Haney.
How can you not let me say that, bro? Who have
you realistic,
heard,
big dose?
Who have you heard say that what Bill say is gospel?
But not those.
I'm
You different.
talking about
you different.
Besides BLTB. I mean, that's my brother, but yeah, he gonna say what he gonna ride for his people, bro.
Big dose. We've been back.
Okay, but Devin's regular fans, we don't believe everything Bill say, bro. We realize what it is. It's
call him out
for
on
his
that
son.
bullshit.
It's to keep his son's name relevant. To keep people talking about his son.
Exactly, bro. That's all I was saying.
It's business.
Devin Haney fans believe in Bill.
And to try to make it something else is disingenuous.
You don't believe in Bill.
But big dose, bro.
Well,
Like
Bill's
you say that, but you and I have been gone back and forth multiple times with you arguing points based on what Bill Haney has said. Bro.
I got you.
Like
what?
what?
And that's the whole thing. You're doing exactly what Bill
You and I
does.
have literally had multiple debates about something Bill Haney said, bro, and you using it to try to prove your point, bro. You've done that multiple times.
Name something. That's what I'm talking about, because I don't do that, bro.
Oh no! Oh, I ain't hear you. I ain't hear you, bro. Name something. We were just arguing. We were just arguing either last week or the week before last about Devin Haney dropping belts, coming to 135, going to 140, but saying like you literally was using what Bill said to say that he would come back to 135, bro. We just had this conversation.
I used what Devin said. Devin said he would go back to 135. And what I said was
Devin said it wouldn't, bro.
Hold on. What I said was Devin said it, so he got to do it if Tank offered him a fight at 135. I wish he would quit saying that. That's what I said.
But Bill said that first. That's what we were arguing about.
Devin
said it after Bill.
No.
The order was Devin said the fight got to be at 140. Bill came out and said we just want to make him comfortable. We fight at whatever weight class that he want to fight at. Then Devin said the only fight I'll go back down to 135 for was Tank. Then he dropped his belt and started talking about 147. That's exactly the order and how it happened.
Hold on, because he's talking to me. You just said last week we was arguing about it.
I said last week or the week before that, bro. That was last
saying before last week and a week before that he would go back to 135. I'm going off what Dev said, bro.
Devin versus Matias.
I don't think he said he could go back to 135. I think he said something about the money is right. He'll do 135.
No, that's what he said. But it was me, Big Dose, and it was a bunch of people. We were over there on the homie BF channel, and we were all going back and forth. And I remember that shit, bro. I remember that shit. I had to take notes because y'all were going at me and shit, bro.
I've been saying I wish Dev would stop saying that, because now that he said it, if Tank offer him a fight at 135, he gotta take it or he'll duck.
He ain't taking that shit, bro.
I've been said that, bro.
He ain't taking that
I'm going on everything.
And
you guys
believe
anything
Bill says? He shouldn't take a Tank Davis fight at 135, bro. No more than Tank Davis should take a Devin Haney fight at 140 with no rehydration clause.
I agree.
Do you guys believe it?
You need to stop saying it.
Do you guys believe what Bill said, that Matias is asking for $4 million?
No, they cleared it up.
That's already debunked.
Came out with said that was cap.
Yeah,
that's already debunked.
Yeah, we knew that wasn't.
I'm glad we all agree on something.
But this is another thing I want to know, bro, because I'm gonna address this tonight, and I want to say we on YouTube panel too. This is another thing that I want to be on, bro. I feel like personally, too many of us, we argue to be right in an argument instead of arguing for the fight. I feel like right now, if we arguing for this fight, bro, I feel like Tank Davis or his team and shit, they shouldn't talk about nobody but Devin. And I feel like Devin and his team, they need to be just trying to only talk about Tank, bro. I feel like anytime one of them mention anything other than each other, it's on us to make it clear that we ain't trying to hear that shit, bro.
But when is it okay, knockout? When do you think this fight should happen? Because it's got to happen within the next probably year. If it don't, it ain't.
That's my point, bro.
It ain't gonna happen in the next 6 months.
I got one dropping today on Kenny Ellis talking to, and Calvin Ford answering questions about Devin going to 147 and shit, or people talking about Tank fighting the winner of Rayo Valenzuela and fucking Chris Colbert, bro. Like, I'm not with none of that shit. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want nobody else talking about it. But in that
timeline seen off
in that same breath though, y'all, like, bro, like, I'm not trying to hear about Devin Haney going to 147 or Sandor Martin as a mandatory or none of that other extra shit, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear about that. I only want to hear about pressing on Tank, bro. The same way he got out that YouTube channel, they talking about I'm about to call Mario Barrios because he talking good with him, bro. I'm not trying to hear about that shit, bro. I want you to be trying to reach out to Al Heyman, bro. That's what we need to be saying. And anytime somebody from one of these two sides say anything that's contrary to what we want as fans, bro, we need to be on their helmet. My problem is I did this already and Just Dude was watching. I did this shit already in May, in June. I did this shit already. Like, say, bro, why he bringing up this? Say,
Yo, what up,
we ain't trying to hear
JusDueBoxing?
shit about. We ain't trying to hear shit about no Eaststock Pitbull Cruise. I've been doing this shit, bro. Right. Now it look like they both free again, bro. I don't want to hear about Devin Haney's options, bro. I only want to hear about Tank.
That's
what we all need to do.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. Especially with the pop thing. He said he ain't gonna stop saying his name. What you think about that little clip, man? I know you seen it already.
He ain't gonna stop saying who name.
You ain't seen what Bill said it about. He ain't gonna stop saying Tank name.
That's my point. Like, I ain't got no problem with you saying Tank name, bro. But it's the extra shit on top of that. So yeah, say his name, talk your shit. But again, you done already proven to be a liar when it comes to SUBRIEL, Matias and shit, and other multiple occasions. So say his name. Say his name.
No one want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank. Where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because you know they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight. We don't got no fight. So what's gonna happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth, because I'm gonna keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
Hey, Judge, you got my email, bro.
See, that's what I don't get with Bill, to be honest. Like,
Just do you hold on put in the private chat? Just, do you got my email, bro?
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I got you.
Because another narrative just got exposed, right? Like, y'all do know that, right? Did y'all hear what he just said, bro?
No other name.
No, not no other name.
That wasn't it.
Not no other name. Last time we talked to him, we don't want to get it misconstrued. Last time we talked to him, they was talking about 5% or talking about this or talking about that. But you said that they ain't even call you for a fight, though.
But I think he was just joking about that. I think.
Oh, now he joked.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Look, if you hang on every word that Bill say,
all right, bro.
Wrong.
No, his fans do.
But hold on, Knockout, you actually think they offered that man 5%?
No,
you just made.
But now I know everything I reported is true. They talked to that man about a Devin Haney fight, bro.
But then they said they had another option.
They talked to him though. He said that they never talked about a Tank fight. Hell no, they ain't offering 5%. They offered him a fight though. It went from last time. It went from we ain't talked to him at all. Paper airplane flew over here. We ain't said nothing. We ain't heard from his team at all. Oh man, last time we talked to him, they offered us 5%, man. Like, so this time, like, oh, hold on. So there was a last time, but y'all said y'all didn't even have talks though.
When did he say that though?
He said last time they was talking about 5%, but he could have been talking about what Tank tweeted. I'm gonna offer you 10%.
But Tank didn't tweet 5% though.
I know. And you know they ain't offering him for no 5%.
But he
so what
Haney has another mandatory opponent.
Yeah, we know.
Somebody, I think I'm not sure. One of the sanctioning bodies already gave him a mandatory opponent.
WBC.
Yeah, we know.
So I think that's why Tank is off.
I heard clout. Salute to that, brother.
Tank ain't off the table over no goddamn Sandor Martin. If they get to negotiating that fight and he ain't got to fight Sandor, WBC gonna want that Tank Davis and Devin Haney money, bro.
Oh, yeah,
See, what makes no sense to me is why is Bill?
But a couple weeks ago, you were saying, "Oh, he awfully quiet. He ain't mentioning his name."
See,
he was laughing about it. Now he mentioning his name. It's clout.
Because he's
Which
at
one is it?
140.
Which one do you want?
40.
I can't speak for B. I can't speak for B Dog, Big Dose. Just focus on that fight. We don't want you talking about other shit and other options because that's how shit get misconstrued. That's how you confuse fight fans. You are a cap artist, you a line. So you like to say everything and then go do what you really want to do and have people say that you said you were gonna do it. We ain't falling for that shit. If you really want Devin Haney and you tanking his team, we don't want her shit but Devin. If you really want Tank Davis and you Devin Haney and his team, we don't want to hear shit but Tank, bro. We don't want to hear about no motherfucking dude at 147 pounds and Tank already knocked out, bro. We're not trying to hear that shit, bro. We don't want to hear some mandatory opponent that Sandor Martin that fucking Teofimo Lopez already beat, bro. We're not trying, like, we don't want to hear about that shit, bro.
And this is what is BS about this whole shit. Like, did Tank out of his own mouth recently say he's not moving up to 140 at all? Like, I thought recently, like within the last few months, didn't Tank say he wants to stay at 135 permanently, doesn't want to move up to 140 again?
He did, but Devin keeps saying he'll go down to 35. So
which is bullshit. That's bullshit because Devin's
him a fight at 35. He got to take it because he's running his mouth.
No, which is bullshit. Which is bullshit. Devin said he's not comfortable.
He's saying it, bro.
No, what I'm saying is bullshit. What I mean by bullshit, Devin said he's not comfortable at 135. That makes no sense.
Like, he keeps saying I'll go down to fight Tank.
Hey, Knockout, I got a question for you. I asked this question earlier, Knockout. Let's say, do you think they would do a same-day weigh-in at 140?
No, I think that fight gets made, and the biggest issue is not gonna be the money. It's gonna be the weight. They both listen. I ain't no liar, bro. They both looking for advantages, bro.
No, I understand that.
So Tank want an advantage, and Devin want an advantage. Devin want to be as big as possible to absorb punishment and be able to clinch Tank and keep him from getting his shit off. And Tank want Devin not to be 20 to 25 pounds heavier than him the night of the fight. So I think the fight gets made. It's only two realistic options, in my opinion. They're gonna both have to give in, and that's why you know if somebody really wants to fight. If you only argue Tank side or you only argue Devin side, I just think objectively you don't want to fight. What I would like, both of them need to give something. So we know that Devin ain't going to 135. We know that. We know that Tank don't want to fight at 140. We know they both don't like those weight classes because they don't feel like themselves in their weight. So the answer to me is one of two things: either meet at a catch weight with no rehydration clause, so 137.5, right in the middle of 135 and 140, and then no rehydration clause, or fight at 140 with a 15-pound rehydration clause.
That's what I said.
Somebody gonna have to give something. Like, they both got to give something to make the fight. Nobody's gonna get what they want, bro. Nobody's gonna go like Tank ain't finna get Devin all the way down to 135, and Devin ain't finna be able to walk in the ring at 160 and 165 pounds against Tank Davis the night of the fight. Like, it's not happening.
Wouldn't the same day weigh-in basically do the same thing? Because I mean, I'm no boxer, but how much weight could Dev put on between 9 and that night?
He puts on at least 15 to 20 pounds, bro.
Oh, but that's overnight. I'm talking about within that day.
Subriel Matias is a huge even if you're Devin Haney, Subriel Matias is a huge challenge.
Yeah, if it's same day weigh-ins, I don't think Devin can add, like, if Devin
They're
can't
not gonna do that,
within
bro.
12 hours, I don't think Devin can add that much weight.
They're not gonna change the whole way this shit is done. Like, it's gonna be a day before weigh-in.
Yeah.
So we know that. So cause we know that's not gonna be on the table for them, bro. Neither one of them is doing that shit.
These cats ain't gonna ever fight if that's the
It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be a comp. They're gonna have to. I'm calling on both of them to compromise, bro.
That's the only way.
Like you're not gonna get Devin all the way down to 135, but Devin needs to understand, bro. You're not gonna come in with a huge advantage, bro.
You're not gonna come back in the ring at
160. You're not gonna be allowed to be in that bitch 162 against a nigga that's coming in 144. Because y'all do know that when Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia, bro, he a little bitty ass dude, bro. The second weigh in that they had, bro, Tank Davis weighed in at 144 pounds, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He only rehydrated up like 10 pounds when he in shape, in fight shape, he weighed like 145, bro.
Right.
So and when Devin in fight weight, when he get back to 160, 165, bro. They need to compromise or the fight not gonna happen because neither one of them is gonna allow the other
Their
one
ego,
to
their
totally
ego is
promote.
not going to allow it.
Right.
It ain't ego. They both know they chance. Like if
Right,
if Devin gives in to Tank, he drastically lowers his chances of winning that fight. If Tank gives in to Devin, he makes it a way more difficult fight for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean by egos. They're not going to allow their egos are not going to allow them to compromise.
Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. Yeah, I mean, a compromise is something that I could see, but egos ain't gonna allow either of the guy to dictate the shot, especially
right. Exactly.
That's why I said all that. He gotta go to 140 shit is dead. You gotta think about who you talking about. He ain't gotta do shit, but I think for the fight to happen, like KO said before he got here, I referenced your video because I seen it. You made a lot of sense. You got to meet in the middle, yeah. This is the way the fight gonna happen.
Should we worry about Bill's big mouth getting involved in these negotiations, preventing something from happening?
When they start really negotiation, everybody will be quiet. When they start really getting to the table talking,
Bill don't want that money.
Right.
I'm talking about when they really start talking, bro. Like they're not really
demanding
talking
too
right
much
now.
money. He's saying he wants $4 million. He already got that.
That was
for
Matias.
Regis fight.
That's
Regis
Matias,
got
not
$3 million for it.
That's not even Matias.
Bro, the money. Listen, when Amazon Prime, and that $1.5 billion company being involved, bro, and the numbers that Devin just did at the live gate, money is not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be the weight is going to be the biggest issue with making the fight happen because the weight can determine the winner. If you negotiate wrong and you give in too much on either side, that could be the reason that you lose the fucking fight, bro.
I'm trying to figure out who. Darren, that's you talking? Yeah, you gotta go out and come back in. Your mic.
Robot.
It sounds like you're an astronaut.
So knockout. If Dev barely made 140, because they said he barely made 140. I don't know how true that is or not. What's the likelihood of him making 137.5?
The likelihood would be great if he get in the Tank Davis fight. So that's where he would have to decide what he want to give, bro. Like what's more? They have to decide what's more important to him. If you Tank Davis, you can't have both, bro. Like you can't have both. So you can't have the catch weight and the rehydration clause, right? And if you Devin Haney, you can't have both. You can't have not having a catch weight and not having a rehydration clause. Both of you only get one. So they need to decide what's most important to them. If it's the rehydration clause, all right, bro, meet me at 137.5. If it's the catch weight, all right, bro, meet me at 140, but you got a rehydration clause.
Right.
That's what they're gonna have to decide, bro. That's gonna be the biggest hurdle to the fight.
Tim, I still got your clip pulled up too, yeah.
See, and right there, what you just said, KO, is why I believe this fight's never gonna happen because Tank is like I don't think Tank is gonna give up the fact that Devin's not gonna allow him to put that rehydration clause or Tank Devin's not gonna Tank is not gonna let him do the catch weight. Like that I really want this fight to happen, but as a pessimist, I don't think it's gonna happen because of what you're saying.
You use your words.
I mean, no, it can happen. It can happen. It just won't happen. Probably not this year. Probably next year.
Then it won't happen.
I don't think it happens at all. I don't think it happens at all. That's why.
If we call me an optimist, bro, but it can happen if we all. If everyone that argues on behalf of Tank Davis, if everyone that argues on behalf of Devin Haney, if you were truly only arguing and your motives are pure because you're arguing because you want to see the fight, then you will not go for that shit. You will tell Tank Davis, nah, bro, you got to compromise something.
No, but you
got to compromise something. You got to give us something.
See, I'm not a fan of either guy. I want a good fight. That's all I want.
Tank in the
If
dream.
you're a fan of boxing, you would tell them you got to compromise something,
He
bro.
said he ain't a fan of neither one. What the hell?
That's where I'm at, KO.
You got to compromise something. Like look, like Tank, bro. Like catch weight and rehydration clause, bro. You like nah, bro. You got to pick one. Devin being able to come in 165 the night of the fight against a dude that's started off at featherweight, bro. So you can have a 25-pound advantage, bro. No, you're not getting that. You got to give something, bro. Y'all both got to give something to make the biggest money of your life, to have the biggest notoriety you can have, to have the biggest legacy fight of your career. Y'all you gotta come to an agreement on something, bro.
So KO, that's why I was asking, do you think Bill is going to put his foot in his mouth and prevent the negotiations from even happening? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. I hope not.
No, probably not.
It didn't keep the Loma fight from happening.
He actually might because
it didn't keep the Regis fight from happening.
He's bad with negotiations.
I hope not.
JBD, can you hear me?
When he really want to get a deal done, he finds a way to get it done. So,
okay.
Yeah, you know.
No, knockout. What I was trying to ask before, does 2.5 to 3 pounds make that big of a difference?
It's not. What makes a difference is the big difference is how much you can rehydrate up to, bro. For somebody like Devin. That's the big.
You mentioned.
So he would have to decide. Okay, he would have to decide. Okay, bro, am I more comfortable cutting down to 140 because it's easier to cut to 140, and I can only rehydrate to 155, or am I more comfortable just cutting down to 137.5 or 138 and then being able to rehydrate up to whatever I want to? He got to decide what's more important to him.
Right.
And Tank Davis has to decide: am I really worried about what he can blow up to? Or am I worried about what the weight is that we have to weigh in at? They got to come to that decision. Neither one of them is going to get everything, bro.
That's what
I feel you.
I said meet in the middle, bro.
Yo, I think that I don't care about this damn weight clause. I'm coming in. I don't feel like coming in.
So drop. But let me play this clip for my bro. He been asking me. This is another Bill Haney clip right here.
I agree with you on that one,
Take. And I guarantee you ain't gonna say Devin's name. Because we ain't got no fight. We available and you don't want none of him. Calvin, nigga, knock it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Knock it off, Calvin. And what's that other dude name? Coach Ellis. You don't want none of this shit. Take. And I guarantee you ain't gonna say Devin's name. Because we ain't got no fight. We available and you don't want none of him. Calvin, nigga, knock it off, man. You know what I'm saying? Knock it off, Calvin.
Yo.
And, that's why I snorted. Bill accuses them of talking shit. He's the main culprit of that shit.
That
Really?
nigga's entertainer.
That nigga's I got you, Cal.
Did y'all notice the interviewer said 140 and he said yeah?
He said ask KO why the same day weigh-in is out of the question. I would love to hear his reasoning.
Oh, because bro, they number one, the sanctioning bodies in the ABC of boxing, they decided that was very unhealthy for the fighters. But number two, they both want to rehydrate up to something. And having the same day weigh in, having to cut weight to the day of the fight, and then coming in and fighting, bro, they not. You really gonna get a lesser version. They ain't trying to do that shit, bro. Not on the biggest fight of their nights, bro.
Them niggas don't get no sleep when they cutting weight. They need that day in between the rounds.
Yeah, they need that day to clean. They want
to
get a couple of meals in them, all that shit, bro.
They up all night cutting that weight down and shit.
Yeah, they trying to hurry up, weigh in so they can go eat something, bro.
Go eat and get some sleep.
Yeah, dog. So their body can recoup and they can be themselves and shit. So that's why it's out the question, bro. For a fight this big, that ain't happening.
See with how the training has evolved, don't you think wouldn't same day weigh-ins actually, with the training being the way it is, wouldn't same day weigh-ins actually help? Or no? It would make it worse.
It's a reason they got away from it.
If they had same day weigh-ins, it would work in the sense of Devin Haney would probably be a welterweight already, or probably be a super
54,
welterweight. Tank Davis would probably be like a super lightweight already. You know what I'm saying? Because if you make guys weigh in the same day, they're not gonna risk cutting all that extra weight that they cut the day before. They're gonna cut less weight, so they fight at higher weight classes and fight closer to their natural weight. That's the only thing.
Good. So what you're saying, guys like T.O., Devin, and Ryan would be at 154? basically.
I don't know about T.O. T.O. ain't as big as Devin. Devin and Ryan most definitely would at least
Yeah,
be
they'd
well,
be at 154.
or maybe even 154.
160 is pushing it. You think?
I mean, they walk
Ryan
around. They
Garcia
walk around
is next
160.
on the Devin Haney list.
Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney walk around about 160 to 165, bro.
Jesus, wow, that's ridiculous. So they're basically a welter. What's it called? A middleweight in freaking UFC.
They ain't the only ones that do
What
it
do
though.
Tank
Half the
only
boxers.
ones that do that shit though?
They
You
not
bro,
the only ones that do
you be surprised how big Emmanuel Navarrete is, how big Miguel Berchelt is. You'd be surprised. What's the other one?
Matias.
Casemiro, John Real Casemiro.
walking around
You'd be surprised how big John Real Casemiro was. When he fought Guillermo Rigondeaux, he weighed in the day. So they fought at 118, but he was 142 the night of the fight, bro.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
So he was basically a welterweight.
145 to 150 when he in shape. I'm talking about when they in shape. When Devin in shape, about 160. When Tank in shape, 145 to 150 is what you'll catch him at.
So you think Navarrete's a welterweight? Probably.
Navarrete walk around at least like 150, bro. Navarrete a big ass dude, bro.
You seen that picture of him standing next to Bud? They the same damn size.
Yeah, he a big ass
at that WBO thing.
big motherfucker.
And his hands bigger than Bud. That was crazy.
What do you think Fundora walks around at?
That's a skinny ass dude, man. It's skinny.
Yeah, that's the straw man right there. He's like, that's my cardboard cutout twin right there, bro.
Yeah, this dude for real, bro.
Cardboard cutout.
Jeez. So you think he's a natural 154, no matter how big he actually like his height is.
Ain't nothing natural about that slender.
Nah,
man.
it's unnatural. He's slender man ass motherfucker.
No, but what I'm saying in terms of his weight, like
I don't think he got to cut much weight, bro. Yeah,
right,
yeah,
bro. Like saying they weigh in sound good to somebody miss weight.
Facts. That's a fact, bro. Like, that's a fact.
The reason why I say Navarrete, not Navarrete, Fundora specifically, I've always said this with him. Just because people want him to add weight doesn't necessarily mean his body can handle it. Because, like you and just said, he's very skinny. He's like a Tommy Hearns body type where they're very lanky and very like.
Nah, that man got a.
Honestly, Fundora is very trash. I don't even care about talking about him, bro.
He got a body like Dawson.
He's very garbage.
That's what he look like. Damn Tommy Hearns. I never think of Tommy.
I just feel like Tommy Hearns got disrespected, bro.
Oh no! What I'm saying the body type. I'm not talking about.
I know, bro. I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah, I'm just.
I be clowning, bro. Don't pay me no attention. I just be clowning sometimes.
No.
Trash, I just feel like it's a waste of my breath to talk about.
Hey man, right. I know why I got y'all here. What y'all think about this, man? What y'all think about it? It ain't funny, but it is what it is. It's out there.
Oh, who is that, bro?
He disrespected the GOAT, man. He wild, bro. Wild.
Oh. That's white karma in your ass.
No shit like
That's
that.
why you dealing with what you dealing with now with your health issues because you is a individual. He talking about these gloves were gifted by Roberto Duran to me, and I didn't know that the padding was that much in there. The gloves and the padding had 0 to no padding. That's what it's about. You think I got a problem with getting dropped? It's boxing. It happens. I done been hit so hard. I done seen stars. I done got hit like where I couldn't eat for 3 days, sparring against heavyweight coming up when I was 17. I don't give a about being dropped. But what I will say is, when a try to cheat me, you got me up. And yes, I ran to my car and I grabbed my knife and I was going to cut Derek Santos. Guess who stopped me? Coach John. Because I would slice his old ass up because don't ever cheat against me. I'm not mad about getting dropped. And anybody who think that I am mad about it, use a fool.
Damn,
bro.
She pulled that poker.
Ran to the car on his ass.
You know what though?
Hey yo, if this dude really removed padding from
if
to
what
be out
you
of
saying is
boxing.
true, that's some weak. That's
He
some
need to
weak
be out
stuff,
of
man.
boxing. Real talk.
It's so bitch made. It makes me wonder if it's true. Like, dog, tell me you didn't do no shit like
He
that, bro.
said, like, she said somebody else, like he sparred a dude too. It's a longer version of that when she talking about it. She said he sparred a
No,
dude too.
bro.
And when the dude got in there, he was like, "Oh, what's up with your gloves?" You know what I mean? And then she said she finally like went to go like give him his props, but in the back of her mind, she like, gonna squeeze his gloves. She squeezed him, took the gloves, said, "Hey, ain't had no patent in it." And that's her. I can't tell her what her story of it is, but that's what she was saying.
They
I just
set
think
her
it's
ass
sad.
up. They set
Never
her ass
mind the
up.
knockdown. That's part of it when you sparring men. Like that can happen, but the
Dog,
wild
that's
part
some
is to
bitch made
remove
shit.
And
that
Tyson
and like
Fury
people
did.
just
She
claiming
should have
she
pulled
mad
her
about
phone
being
out
knocked
like
down. I
dude
don't think
did
that's the
Tyson
case,
Fury.
man. I don't think she'd go that
Bruh.
far.
Somebody
You know what I'm
paid
saying?
for that to happen, bro.
Yeah, she should
Bruh.
have pulled her phone out like dude did Tyson Fury.
That was a hit.
Right.
Bruh, I can't believe bruh. I don't even know what to say, dog. And that's saying something right
Somebody
there.
put a hit out on that girl, man.
It's wild. Like I don't even. It's
And
hard to like.
who is recording that shit? They just so happen to be recording and catch the perfect angle, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Exactly.
man.
That's
And
the
not
one
only
who paid
not,
for it.
not even just the punch that dropped her, whatever the whole punches she took during that sparring session, you could have really damaged that girl, bro.
Oh yeah.
Not
Damn.
even just the
Okay.
punch that dropped her.
I don't know.
for that.
I wouldn't even feel right getting in the ring with a woman, bro.
With a
That's
girl,
just me.
I
man.
mean, they do it a lot though, from what I hear.
Nah, I understand that, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't, bro.
Because she said she been in the ring with Shakur and Bud, you know what I'm saying? So
But I bet you they didn't even swing back.
exactly. No, I feel you. Like,
Exactly.
dude was really fighting her. That was crazy.
I bet you, that dude was he was exchanging left hooks with her like Beret and fucking Morales or something.
Yeah, he got paid for to do that, bro. I'm telling you.
His record
bro.
6-1.
Somebody paid that.
They said really
Ain't
ended
no
his
way,
career.
bro.
Oh yeah,
She got an opponent coming
Santos,
that need to take a
Rolly
long
ended
look.
him.
Yeah, somebody paid for that one, Jack.
If she got an
Yeah,
opponent coming up, I take a
I
long look.
ain't like how they did the quote like that. Somebody said good for. I'm like, they in the comments. I'm like, I'm gonna let them talk to themselves. I usually respond in comments, but not to that.
Yeah, that's bitch nigga shit.
Hey, I'm gonna let them talk. I mean, I just my problem is, man, I'm just open to stuff until somebody prove it. Because he could say what he want to say, she could say what she gonna say, but I'm not quick to say that she just embarrassed about getting knocked down to the point where she'll say that and then be willing to pull a knife. Like, you get what I'm saying? She said it was another guy there that sparred him and got in there and was like, yo, what's up with your gloves? Said the same thing to him. Like, yo, what's up? Like, hey, so I mean, Rolly in the DMs though.
If Roberto Duran gave me a pair of gloves,
all of it. I know it's probably some more stuff that came out, but I just looked at that. I was like, man,
if
I get ready to spar your ass and fight your ass. I'm gonna be like, here, bro, I'm gonna wear your gloves, you wear mine. If they got any problem with that, nigga, you know something. You know something's up.
I got you. Liam Parrow, man, he beat the hell out of Montana Love, bro.
Didn't nobody pick Montana, did you? Didn't nobody pick Montana, did you? Did y'all pick Montana?
I did. I ain't bet on him though. It's a difference. I picked him with the mindset that he needed this win or it was over for him, and I guess maybe he seemed to think otherwise because he went out
see
there.
that uppercut coming. He didn't
Yeah,
see that
I wasn't
coming.
picking like just like how you would pick, just breakdown. I was looking at it like this make or break. I know he could have lost, but I was looking at it, it's make or break. You don't win, then I don't know where you go from here. And now that I look at it and you got knocked out the way you got knocked out, you can't say nothing. Like that was legit, and he just beat your ass, man.
His hands was like
when Stevie Sparks started putting that pressure on him and he folded like that, I seen everything I needed to see, bro.
I'm just thinking
that boy ain't got no dog.
Didn't he have a cut right in that fight?
He had a little something, yeah.
He had a cut. And I thought the cut threw him off. And the reason I say that, a dude that called himself too pretty get cut, that ugly cut he had over the eye, man, you better believe he worried about it. Dude be coming in there trying to be a bad bitch, man. That's what I be saying, man.
But a fighter, it's a fact though. It's a fact though.
Hairline, braided hair, like what dancing to the ring. I don't want to see none of that. I really want to see if you could put it together on a night and beat somebody's ass. That's actually and
but a fighter that behave like that way over the cut, bro. That's like knowing that a running back hate to get tackled. Like he ain't gonna be shit, bro.
I'm in the wrong sport.
You know what I'm saying? Like
but
if
you know
you
what,
a fighter
man?
and you let a cut do that to you, bro, you
Man,
like
he out here
you
calling
bring your
himself
little
too
dog
pretty.
in. I love dogs and shit, but you bring your dog to the fight, bro. Like
Yeah, but getting cut, just imagine what it do to a dude that really think he pretty though. Because it's not just his name, that's him. He really like that's what he care about. Man, that cut probably was he's like, man, it's over. This dude done cut me.
I feel like if you ain't got no amateur, pedigree, or you wasn't just, I feel like somebody should like that. You can tell he gave himself that name. Like I feel like other people, like if you got pretty in your nickname, bro, it should have been because somebody gave that to you, bro.
Yeah, he
like
definitely.
if your name too pretty and you named yourself, bro, like
100%.
I saw what Tank Davis did to you in sparring. He turned all the way up on you and made you look like a hoe, bro. I already
knew. He had him explaining himself to Broner.
Plus, dude, he fought was out the ring for 14 months.
That boy told Tank, hey, don't make me get serious. Don't make me get serious. Tank said, get serious then, bitch ass nigga. Get serious. He still whooping it out like, God damn, bro. You out here bad. Then Stevie Spark got your clothes lining him and shit.
Right.
Liam Poirot just did him dirty.
Yeah, I just felt like make or break. I'm like, yo, he gonna really come focused, but I don't feel that no more. I think he is who he is. He can win some fights, but at the elite level, no. And I don't
They're gonna learn to listen to us, bro. I told Matchroom they should have took all that money and all that promotion they gave Montana Love and put that shit on Richardson Hitchens, bro. They wasted dollars on his ass, bro. Wasted money on his ass, bro. Just bad, bro.
Right.
Well, just I'm gonna cut out, bro. Appreciate you having me up, man.
You know, always, bro. Salute. Appreciate you. You said 140 deep. Yeah, it's deep. It's deep, and it just got more interesting, man. You know what I mean? And again, salute the dad for the great performance that he put on. There's another dope build about this good old boxing, man. I want to see what's next. I want to know what the next big fight is. Period. I want to know who Tank fight next. I actually want to know what Dev doing next. I want to know who Shakur gonna fight next. But I gotta something tell me that Loma didn't 100% duck him the way I wanted to feel like he did at first. Something tell me that I could see Loma beating Kambosos' ass when they make that fight, and I could see them revisiting that Lomachenko Shakur shit.
That's gonna be for the IBF, right?
Yeah, I could see it because just think about it. Like it's a good chance that you lose. Like you fight Dev, then you fight another one of them young guns, and back-to-back losses. I don't think that's something he wanted to deal with, and it's obvious because if you turn down what they said was your biggest payday for the fight for a vacant belt too, and you go fight a guy that's obviously more favorable matchup to you and Kambosos, and it's for a belt. You get what I'm saying? It's not so much being scared. You doing business. You at the end of your career. That's a risk that you necessarily might not have to take immediately. So let me go over here, get me a win. I could snatch this belt. Maybe I revisit this. Now it's a unification fight. You get what I'm saying?
Fight, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
maybe,
and again, when you look at Loma, just being real, people could say what they want. I don't look at him as a fighter that's ducking smoke. I just don't look at it. So that's why when he did that, I was surprised and annoyed by it. Like, dude, out of all, what you mean you need some time or whatever he was saying, you gonna take time? Like, is he serious right now?
Yeah, if he was ducking smoke, he wouldn't be at lightweight.
I knew it.
If he was ducking smoke, he wouldn't been at lightweight.
Good, bro. I was like, shit, man. He done did me dirty with that. I took that a little personal. I said, damn, Loma, because I just knew for a fact that he ain't turning down no fight. Especially they saying there's money attached to it. And I'm thinking, you lose undisputed. You didn't even deserve that. He gave you an opportunity. You lost, and then you get another opportunity. How many people just get back-to-back title shots like that? And then think about it. Your title shots come with options. Oh, nah, Shakur, you don't want that guy. How about Kambosos and possibly for a belt too? They just make it easier for you. It's like, who else is privileged in that way? Who? This dude could turn down a title shot and they still got one of the, down the alley for you, man. That's crazy to me. What's good with everyone say? That's crazy to me, man.
That's Bob Godson, man.
Yeah. I always say that, yo. This is unofficial Godson. Tell me he love him so Loma.
But I know Loma ain't no duck though.
Right.
Loma ain't no, because he wouldn't have been at 35 if that's the case. Period. I don't think he'd ever came to the division if he ain't want no work. Being that small, you know what I mean?
Right. With barely amateur boxing pedigree, B-Hop. Yeah, B-Hop defied the odds for sure. Privilege for sure, man. I mean, you rock with him, but you just don't. You know that you know what it is when you see Loma, man. Like he's been given a lot of opportunities now. He's taking advantage of most of them, but he's fell short in some of them biggest fights. So I don't know. I just ain't that big on seeing his ass, get these favorable, I don't know, opportunities like that. It's just crazy to me. It's like it's never enough. You get beat. Here take a title shot. Nah, this too. It's like I could just see Bob. Nah, that this fight a little too tough back to back. Yeah, you right. How about Cambosis? How about how that sound? You know what I'm saying? For a title, Australia Stadium. I can just hear it. Yeah, like make it happen, man. Loma's sitting over there. He know Bob got him. I'm just
definitely know Bob got his best interest in hand when they lining this shit up.
I wonder, was his stay in the amateurs like just all his doing, or was it a means to like what was the purpose behind it? Because everybody's road is different. I think Andy Cruz, people saying that about him now, right? He stayed in the Olympics pretty long, but I think his situation was different, and he might have had to
being in Cuba. Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Turn and all that. The stuff they said Robisi went through was crazy. I see why he cried like that when he lost. I see why. It wasn't just the loss. It's like, damn, I done lost all the shit you had to do to get over here. Man, I heard they done peeled the damn what is it? The tattoo, the Olympic tattoo or something like that. Tony review was good, Tony. I think they said what they do, scrape the tattoo or something off or made them remove it. It's some weird shit. I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
I ain't hear that. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, Robisi. Yeah, like that Olympic tattoo or something. They did something. He went through it. I'm like, damn, y'all be going through a lot. Them Cuban fighters go through it, man, to be pros. I think that's what took Andy Cruz so long. I wish Ghost was in here because I know that's his guy. I know he know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. Nobody want to sit in there and like you. I know 1 gold medal is enough now. 2 is cool, but shit, you want to get paid. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they didn't really have a choice. Loma's his dad's choice. I could picture that. BC been through it, a lot. I'm telling you, man. Man, I was surprised to see him lose. I damn sure thought he was gonna beat that big tall dude.
Oh shit.
I was like, man, damn, Robisi, man, damn, he done took a loss, but he ain't go down like without no fight. That's what one of the fight of the year type candidate. It was a damn good fight.
It definitely was.
Man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate all y'all.
Salute.
Though. I'm gonna cut on up out of there though, man.
You already know,
Hey, Jeff.
Bro.
Hey, not to get off subject, but I just want to ask a quick question. Do you watch bare knuckle boxing?
Yeah, I be peeking at I think Austin Trout got a fight coming up soon, right?
Yeah, I was just asking because that shit coming up real good, boy.
I wanna be locked in with that. I definitely want to see Austin Trout go out there. I hear he fighting for a belt or something too.
Yeah, I
want to see it, man.
I air Friday at 10 p.m. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Boxing talk
you got
and
a channel.
bare knuckle talk.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm about to tap in. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So I'm gonna be talking about both, but that's my main thing right now. The bare knuckle shit is coming up. Yeah. So
I ain't know that. I'm glad you said it before you got off. Yeah, man. I'm gonna check it out.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, join now.
Appreciate that.
Was already the champion, is he? Okay, I heard I think he said he fighting for a belt though. I could have it wrong. I'm not for sure. I could double check. I just hit my man because he know. But yeah, man, Trout won his last one too. So I like that. I like the fact that Trout Dante was good with it, bro. Ramirez's fight was the best fight of the weekend. A war, yeah. I just didn't expect to see him lose, man. I tell you that. Melo's position in like activity and his downfall, yeah. His chin stays in one place too long, right? Again, that dude think he pretty. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't trying to be funny at that. I always question that. Like he too concerned with the show outside the ring, in my opinion, and not the one inside. That's just what it is for me. And he because of it, he just can't get over that hump. And it's crazy, but I don't know where he go from here, but it is what it is. But salute to everybody that came through, man. Much love and appreciation. Damn.
My God.
What's your channel name? Bare Knuckle?
Yeah, bare knuckle and boxing talk.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump out and put the link in the jank if that's all right with you.
All right, bet. I got
that.
you.
My man.
All right. Ryan versus Liam. I think Ryan could win some fights, man. I think a guy like Liam is beatable, even though he's undefeated. I do feel like he's beatable. Gert, appreciate you, bro. You already know. Appreciate you, man. I'm about to head out my damn self.
Oh shit! Then I might as well jump off if you about to get
Nah.
off.
You can talk. You talk to me. What's up?
I mean, when I came in, you was talking about Loma. I completely disagree with you about him. Like 1,000%. Like this dude, in my opinion, he doesn't get favoritism. He loses every time on the scorecard. He lost to Salido at a fight that he dominated in, got hit 1,000 times, low blow, forearm, elbowed, headbutted, no point deduction, no warning was ever called on Salido, and he clearly outboxed him and should have won the fight. So he lost that. Against Tio, I saw it as a draw. I thought Lomachenko won the second round. Tio won the 12th round. Tio won round 1, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, which is 6 rounds. And Loma clearly won round 7 through 11.
Right.
So it could have been argued a draw. I do agree that if you're going to pick a winner, you give it to Tio because it's all how that second round went, how you scored it.
Right.
And then against Devin Haney, I thought he clearly beat Devin Haney, and he lost that fight too.
Yeah.
So when you look at the scorecards, he always loses. If it's a close fight, he's gonna lose. So I don't see how there's favoritism there.
I'll tell you this. That's interesting that you said that, but for me, I'm more so talking about the opportunities, not the favorable decisions in the fights and stuff like that. We could go back and forth about that all day, but make no mistake about it. I mean, think about it. Look how soon he got a title shot. You lose to Salido. You turn around, you get Gary Russell Jr. You get an opportunity against Devin Haney that you can't say you deserve, but you got it, right? You lose, then you get offered Shakur. Oh, nah, you don't want Shakur. How about Kambosos for a title? So those are the things I highlight when I'm talking about Loma and his privilege. He make the most out of most of his opportunities. He fell short 3 times, but I just feel like you can't name another fighter that gets the opportunities the way he get them now.
Okay,
what happens inside of all that is something different. But the dude, Bob Arum, love him some Loma. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the problem.
Here's the problem. Bob love him some Loma.
Here's the problem with saying that about his opportunities. You got to understand. Now, we're about to see it happen again here very soon within the next 2 fights. We're going to see another guy with only 3 to 4 fights fight for a belt. But anyways, the reason why Loma fought for a title so quickly is because of the gold medals that he won. And he has the greatest amateur record in the history of amateur boxing. Like, there's no argument there. Like, he has the best amateur career, period. So with that being said, no, hold on. With that being said, you're allotted quicker opportunities, especially when you go pro. Oh, case in point is this, who I was alluding to, Andy Cruz. I don't care what they say. That motherfucker 32 years old. I know what a 32-year-old looks like. I see his face. He's 32. Eddie Hearn's talking about getting him to the top already because they know he's old as fuck. He came with a fucking fake ass, what is that? Construction paper birth certificate. Like, we know that dude's 32 years old. So he doesn't have a lot of time. So I guarantee you within the next 2 fights, he'll be fighting for a world title. I guarantee you. So he'll be fast rushed again. Why? Because he's a 2-time gold medalist Olympian, just like Lomachenko.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
They fall into different categories, in my opinion.
I get it. But still, for me, I mean, look, it's no wrong way to look at it, but that's where my problem comes in with Loma, because gold medal or not, double gold medal, I don't give a damn. What you did in the amateurs, I got shit to do with the pros. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand the opportunity could come, but think about how often they're coming though. They're coming right out the gate. Like, everybody, he ain't the only guy to have a medal. You get what I'm saying? I think the opportunities that he's being awarded fresh out the gate all the way up until right now, it's hard to argue that, because dude's getting right off losses. Oh, another title shot. Oh, nah, again. I think this most recent one was the best example of it. All right, you fought for undisputed. You came up a little short, whatever the case, man. All right.
Yeah, but here's the problem,
option,
though.
right? Cool. Now you don't want that. Here go another option, and it's for a title. Not too many people just have options like that. Not too many people can lose in an undisputed match and have a title shot waiting for opportunity right there. And then when they say no to that, oh, you know what? Look down the street. It's another one for you. So I don't want to knock them, but I know favorable treatment when I see it, man. They definitely love the fuck out
you
of
got to
him from
understand too, though, my dude. You got to understand too, my dude. Both those fights, right? So if you really want to look at how he's treated, whenever he lost to Teofimo Lopez, even though I said arguably I thought it was a draw, but if I was to give it to somebody, I'd give it to Tio. So I had no problems with Tio winning. He didn't get a title fight back to back. He had to fight two top contenders. One was the ex-champion in Comey and Nakatani to get back into contention. So he didn't get gifted it. But what you're talking about is when he fought Salido, probably 98% of the people that watch that fight, who actually watch it, who don't listen to people, but actually watch it, they're going to be like, Lomachenko got robbed. Against Devin Haney, I would say probably 80% of the people say he got robbed. So you're talking about in fights that he lost on paper, yes, but the overwhelming consensus is that he won those fights. So when you come off of a fight, like look at Triple G. When Triple G lost to Canelo, or excuse me, got a draw with Canelo in the first fight, the fans demanded that Canelo have to fight him again. So when you're in robberies, in my opinion, it's a little different. But if you, again, look at the one fight with Tio, he wasn't gifted a title shot right after that loss. He had to work his way back up.
Yeah, in that instance he did. But I mean, look, you clearly see it different. That's cool for me. I ain't gonna tell you wrong. I rock with it. I hear you. Like it makes sense. I get you made a hell of a case. Why? I ain't hear nobody make a case for Loma like that. Usually they just say a bunch of bullshit. I don't think you said a bunch of bullshit. I feel you, but I still stand tall on what I feel like they did with that dude. Yeah, he's a talent, but I feel like you when they started comparing you to Pretty Boy Floyd and Muhammad Ali, the writing was on the wall. And that was right out the gate. And I think that shit was always ignorant. It still is to this day. It's to ever say some bullshit like that is laughable, man. All that Hall of Fame talk. How many guys that Loma beat that you didn't know he was gonna beat? Name me one fighter that he ever fought that you didn't think he could beat and he actually beat him.
Well, Gary Russell. I don't think many people thought.
I
don't think in his third fight ever beating a guy like Gary.
I give him Gary. That's it. He got Gary. He got my man.
No. Even Nicholas Walters, when he fought Nicholas Walters, that dude beat the shit out of Donaire, who was unstoppable.
Yeah, I just knew Walters wasn't gonna beat him. Circumstances, you coming off the shelf.
And
cold,
I remember. I didn't mean to cut you off. I heard you in the background. There's like a little delay, but I remember adamantly because I was big on this. I was big on this, telling everybody in the world that Rigondeaux stood no chance because he was coming up too much in weight. Just like I said, Charlo stood no chance against Canelo because he was coming up too much in weight. But I remember it was overwhelming that most people thought Rigondeaux was going to beat him. Now, like people like you and me, we didn't think that. We knew the size difference. Yeah, but most people thought Rigondeaux was going to beat him.
I wanted Rigondeaux to win, and I knew that was me just going with my heart, but I knew Loma was going to beat him. Just too much. And then again, no weight acclimation. You just jump up and you're gonna fight the dude that been there, man. You asking to get your ass beat. And Rigo like the old man he was.
but my thing is this: as far as Loma goes, he didn't even believe he was as good as Muhammad Ali because I remember an interview a long time ago. Some dude was asking him, "So they think you're number one pound for pound? How do you feel about it?" And he was like, "I think Terrence Crawford is number one."
He's a humble dude. That's why I like Loma. I don't think he drank the Kool-Aid, but and again, part of why I'm cool, I still like him because he can't help the opportunities he got, right? You'll say he positioned. It would be crazy to say he ain't worked for anything, right? But let's say, man, they definitely got a soft spot for Loma, right? I ain't thinking they ain't just give him everything. I don't want to make it sound like that, but he's been in some favorable situations, man. I think it's for good reason. You get what I'm saying? Not all good, not all bad, man. But I definitely think they love the talent that is Lomachenko, man, and they make no secret about it. So
I would agree with you with the media. Yes, the media, but as far as the actual inside boxing community, what I mean by is the judges, referees,
I'm with you.
sanctioning bodies. I think they've always been against him. I don't think they like him because he's always got the short end of the stick. But as far as Devin Haney goes, I'm really not impressed. Like he did exactly what I thought he was gonna do. Because like I was trolling in your chat that one night, I said Regis is a cheetah with no legs. Like that's his foot speed. He's got the quickness of a cheetah with no legs, and you saw it in his last fight against Zorilla. Like Zorilla's not even good. He dropped him, and he was really making Regis struggle to find the target. And the thing about it
Yeah,
is this. When I
yeah,
think about Regis, I think 34 going on 35 years old, father time waits for no man, and everybody ages different. He
absolutely.
looked like when he fought Zepeda, he looked
Mm.
amazing. But
He
in the
did.
very next fight, it's like he got old overnight.
He
So
did.
Devin
Right.
did exactly what I thought Devin would do.
Right.
Like
Right.
he was just gonna be too much for him. I'll box
Right.
him. He's got
Right.
youth on his side, but I will say this:
Mm-hmm.
Devin needs to be careful because he's
Mm-hmm.
starting to fight a lot of 30-plus-year-olds. And when
Mm-hmm.
he gets in there with them guys around his age, couple of years
Complacency.
older,
Right.
he might not be used to that speed that
Right.
comes with youth.
Right. Right. I think I was saying that same thing. It's a great point. Look, I gave him credit because he made the fight. Like I knew he could win, but I at least thought Regis would get some rounds. But he didn't do a bunch of jabbing and holding. Right. I think he got in his bag a little bit, and I think he got comfortable, real comfortable from the minute he dropped him. I think it was his fight from that point on, man. And he just, I appreciate the performance for what it's worth. I ain't gonna overstate it, but I ain't gonna knock it at all. You did your damn thing. I was impressed. You handled your business well for 12 rounds, but moving forward, I just want to see these more favorable matchups, because right after he beat him, people start saying, oh, he'll beat the hell out of Matias the same way, or he'll beat Gary Antoine Russell the same way, or he'll beat this one the same. I'm just like, y'all do know that those dudes are in that same weight class, and that probably gonna get a chance to be proven at some point. So we'll see. And those dudes are just considerably younger, and they don't have bad feet like that. None of those dudes had the kind of feet Regis got, and he couldn't get in that fight with feet that bad. There's no way. And Dev knew it. That's why he said, man, get you some feet.
Regis knew it. That's why Regis kept saying, you think I was a cherry pick because of my last fight. Like Regis knew why they picked him. Like
Regis knew. He was like, yo, you scouted me. They did good scouting. That's good business right there. Him and Dad was at that fight. They looked at each other. They say, yeah, we got him. Said we got him. He can't deal with people that can box. Nah, we got him. That's what I still love Regis, though. It is what it is. He just couldn't beat Dad. No version of Regis beats any version of Devin Haney because of the styles.
That might be true. I mean, it very well could be.
Skills, like the skills is always gonna put him at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? That the bad feet and not being able to get the target consistently enough to have any real effect on the fight, and that's what would be the problem.
I just think if Regis would have been younger, it'd have been a lot more competitive. I mean, even like look at Tio. Look at Tio with Josh Taylor. Like, yeah, Tio beat Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor had been out of the ring for over a year and a half. He was coming off of 2 injuries, and he just got his ass whooped by Catterall. Like, I don't care what nobody says.
Be honest, same similar situation as Regis. Back-to-back bad performances where you ain't look nothing close to elite. You get what I'm saying? Now Regis has a real, and then Devin Haney fights where you look at like, is that the beginning of something? I'm still gonna wait to see it one more time to see how he looked. I just know a certain style of fighter is going to be able to make him look like that. And Devin Haney, I said it, his discipline was going to be one of the key factors. He stayed disciplined the entire fight, didn't overexert himself, didn't go for it too much. He took enough chances and risks, in my opinion. And, he could have went for it more, but I ain't going to knock him for that because that ain't who he is naturally. So I appreciated the performance.
No, but the thing about Haney is Haney will fight in the pocket. Like, even if he's against a guy who has a lot of power like Regis.
He takes some chances. He showed me that. He was like chances, bro. I was like, okay. But he just was too comfortable, man. I think he felt like Regis really couldn't hit him, bro. And he ain't make a mistake at all.
No, he didn't. He fought flawless in that fight. Like, it was a flawless performance. But like I said, my main worry for him is you got to stop fighting these 30-plus-year-olds because all your other contemporaries, they're all in their 20s. They're all young. They all have quick reaction time. They all can move. Now, Tio doesn't have the best feet, but his reaction time is on point. His counterpunching. So if you get used to fighting turtles, when you get in there with another rabbit like you might have some real fucking issues.
Right. Nah,
especially like Tank.
It's just complacency settle in when you don't challenge yourself accordingly. You become complacent, and it becomes easier than what it should be. And if boxing is getting easier, then that's probably a bad sign. You get what I'm saying? Because I agree. You would expect you raising in the levels. So if it's getting easier for you, then there's obviously something wrong. So I get you there. And that's just a conversation people don't like to have because they think you're knocking them. No, it's a real conversation. These guys are older guys. The younger guys are not going to be as easy. And that's why I say I don't see how you can watch that fight and all from that, you start saying he'll beat all these other guys from saying he beat Regis. I'm like, yeah, that's yo, nobody fights like him. None of those other guys we want to see him in there with fights anything like Regis and has the problems that Regis has in the ring. They just don't have them.
Yeah, because I mean, who he would have to fight is he would have to fight Tio. That's one guy. He would have to fight Jack Catterall. That's another guy. I mean, that's a fight that he could probably win, but Catterall can move. Like, he's fast.
Yeah, I think he'll beat Catterall up. I think he'll outbox the shot. He another one that I'm paying attention to too, because he had his last couple ain't been what you expect from him. I ain't gonna knock him. He still win, but I'm like, already.
But you gotta understand too, though, with Catterall, he waited a long time for Josh Taylor, so he's getting back in the groove.
He did. I think that affected him too, and that's why I hate when guys are in situations where they end up waiting for other people. Yeah. Somebody suggested that as a possible fight at 47 for Dev too. Josh Taylor.
Who? Nah, fuck that. He beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's done.
He will. He'll be too fast. He'll be too fast for Josh Taylor. Already.
It would be no different than Regis.
Head off, I think.
It looked just like Regis. It looked no different. The other guy that I really like that nobody talks about that has yet to get a title shot that's been calling for everybody is Barboza. I love Barboza. And that dude don't have a lot of power.
I like Arnold Barboza.
He don't have a lot of power, but he got a lot of speed. A lot of fucking speed.
Right.
And then you got Matias, but Matias is, I think he's another 30-something-year-old. So, and he ain't really 32. Been in there with nobody.
Right, bro. He is 32.
Yeah, he ain't fought nobody. Like, yeah, these knockouts are impressive, but when you're not knocking out nobody, and the people that have undefeated records have fought a bunch of fucking cans to pad their record, it's not that impressive to me. Like, if you look at Ergashev ain't beat nobody. He ain't been in the ring with nobody. I'm not impressed.
I get it. I think it's just for me, you're beating a whole. You beat several guys that at that point didn't know how to do nothing but win, right? And I get they ain't had the craziest resume, so I don't overstate the wins. So I recognize them for what they were. They solid, and you building your way up because ain't like he a dude with a ton of fights anyway, right? But I don't know, man. It's his application and execution to the fights is what people love. His dog, it's his mentality, how he really going in there to try to hurt you. I don't think he's unbeatable. I said this all the time, and you see the one loss, but I just feel like who he's beating, they're good, solid opponents, but the elite level is a different conversation there. And I believe when you abandon your defense for offense and you just don't care and you allow yourself to be hit that much, those top upper echelon guys will give you a run for your money the same way you will them. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna fold under pressure is what I'm saying. Everybody ain't gonna be in the fourth round or in a stool quitting on the stool. Everybody not gonna do that.
No. And the thing about Matias is the guy that beat him dropped him, and he's been hurt several times by guys who don't even have a lot of punching power, and it's because he's reckless and he throws his body into every shot and he runs in the shots.
Right.
So a guy like Devin Haney, if he makes, I don't care. Just like what happened with Regis, how Regis ran into that straight. If Matias runs into a straight by Devin, it don't matter. You're doing all the power for him. You coming forward.
Yeah, exactly.
You hurting yourself against his hand. He don't even have to throw hard. You going down.
Right. And the punch is crisp, precise. He got time and speed on it. You get what I'm saying? He's still fresh. It's early in the fight. It's a lot of contributing factors why he was buzzing Regis and knocking him around with some of them shots. I was like, man, he's sharp. He was tearing his ass.
But that's due to I really truly believe that he was weight draining himself too much. Judging off the damage that I saw on Regis's face, I think he was just sapping his body too much. Because I always said he's got bunny paws, but it's either for one or two reasons. One, he just doesn't have power because some people just don't have power. Yeah. They're just good boxers. You don't have to have power to win.
I think I heard you say that. Or
two,
he's just draining.
Yeah, he's just draining himself. He's taking too much off. And I only say that because I remember whenever I used to cut weight with the professionals and do my amateur fights, how weak I would feel compared to how I feel every day sparring. Like sometimes in there you just don't feel the same. Like you can't fire the same, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's that weight cut.
Right.
So I think he's more healthy at 140. I don't think he should go to 147. Not yet. I mean, he's talking about Keith Thurman, which is another old man. But Keith ain't somebody to sleep on. Like He'll get off the couch and beat somebody.
Yeah, Bam gonna unify. Bam nice. Yeah, I think Keith Thurman, y'all better stop picking him like he the one to beat. I think he still got his legs, man. I think he still got his legs and some punching power and an IQ. And he only lost once. He got some pride and ego. Keith ain't gonna be that nobody stepping stone. Better not go up there playing with Keith. You see what he did to Barrios in his face and nose. He ain't get him out of there, but he rearranged him.
But it was
crazy in the face.
It was the same thing with Pacquiao. He came off the couch after 2 years away. Then he was gone for like a year and a half, 2 years before he got in there with Barrios off the couch.
And fought
but he almost beat Manny. Like he almost beat Manny, like towards the stretch of the fight. If it would have been a 70s, like 15 round, Manny would have lost that fight because he started to get on towards the end.
Right. For sure. But man, salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. It's been a long. Salute to Tony Reviews coming up here building, man. Always welcome up, man. I appreciate all y'all. I know I'm about to get on up out of here. It's been another good one in the books, man. And we'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock, man. I didn't catch that fade. I'm gonna go look it up though. I'm gonna go find it.
All right, my dude. You have a good night. Y'all come back at 4 tomorrow and hit that thumbs up on y'all's way out. Appreciate you.
You already know. Appreciate you, bro. And salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. And y'all see y'all tomorrow for the build on some more boxing. Peace to the family.